Hear ye, man.
Bro, what's up? I have a little technical difficulty with this coming soon, but I believe we're live. Yo, what's going on? What's going on, bro? Talk to me. Sunday. We are back. The Lords. It is the host with the most. LordCognito in the building. Want to talk to y'all real quick. See what's going on. Do a roll call, mic check, all that good stuff. Mr. Ordinary, what's going on? Oh, shout out to my boy. You already know. LordCognito in the building. Editorial in the building. One of the best in the business. My man. Way here. Good to see you, brother. You do a fantastic job. I don't thank you enough for the work you do. And publicly, I want to give you your flowers. So salute to you. And brother, we got to figure out. I know you oversee and all that, but we got to figure out how to meet up in real time at a convention or something. Let me know. We'll figure this thing out. Lydian Master, what's going on? Gerald Mack, the OG, the legend. He be holding us down. He be letting people know. Show respect. What's going on, Joe? What's up, man? Necromancer Zell, I see you. What's up? Lloyd Metroid in the building. Nintendo in the building. Ghost Fixter, what's going on? Thomas Bellotti, salute. Bunty Wagwan, you done know. Big up. Boop, boop, boop. You already know. Raiden Blade, what's up, man? What's going on? Talk to me. Fart Q, what's going on? Salute. Astro Parrot King, what it do is MF time. Yes, it's MF time. Trolls, yo, you gonna get a warning, Trojan. We don't do that here. We don't do that crock stuff here. What's up, Trojan? I'm messing with you. You can do what you want, like what you like. That's your feet that you disrespecting. That's on you. Paulo Cooper. We outside. Yes, we are. We are outside. After this, I'm going to get outside. The weather's beautiful. It's hot, but this is what we want, man. With that summertime flow. Mr. Good Cat, what's up? Ghost Fixter, what's going on? So, yeah, we waiting for the Lords to get up in here, wake up out of their beds, right? The crust from their eyes. Hopefully, get here from Attic. And Solve spoke to the king. He good. You know what I'm saying? Uh-oh. Is that the Destiny bestie? DJ Oros, what's going on? From work, live from work. Pittsburgh in the building. Salute. That's my guy. Hustle and motivate. The G. The OG DMV stand up. Hey. What's going on? Feeling good right now. I got the advanced GG in the system. I'm moving and shaking. I'm feeling good. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we have a good show. We got some spicy topics, as you already see. Y'all had me laughing. They was like, I wonder which one is King's topic. You know damn well which topic King picked. So you already know what that is. Okay, what's up? Yeah, it's going to be a fun one. Good discussion with the brethren. You know what I mean? So we will have some fun. So Anyway, I gotta go wake some people up and see if I can figure out what the hell's going on with this coming soon screen. But we will be back. Have a good show for you. And he said Cog wearing rocks. I'd rather wear rocks than Crocs. Shout out to the rocks out here. Nah, you said it right, Necroman. Freudian slip. That's how they feel, like rocks on your You said it right. Yo, shout out to Crackhead. Y'all rep that thing that y'all wear, but salute to y'all, man. Do what you do, whatever makes y'all happy. Y'all want alligators on your feet. That's all you. But anyway, I will talk to y'all in a minute. Good to see y'all early. Much appreciated on the support. We're gonna have some fun today. All right, man. Be back.
Hear ye, man. Welcome to the show. If you would not mind, go ahead and find yourself a spot, get comfortable, grab a snack, do all that good stuff that we need to do, and we're about to get started. It's not important who I am. What's important is that you are pulling up to the Iron Lords podcast right now as we speak, and I guess I'm here to keep you entertained until it's time to get this show started. So look. Y'all done messed up and turned me to an animal. And haters be swearing they real, but come to find out that they really mechanical. And yeah, I be eating these rappers, but that's all a part of me being a cannibal. And they say I'm better than money because you can bank on me being accountable. I know a million rappers that don't want to be on a song with me, that's understandable. I kill a beat and they want to compare me to Freddie and Jason. I'd rather be Hannibal. They be like, why use a video game? Just be original, y'all too dramatical. I know it's random, but I am addicted to flipping the sample and making it flammable. This is that yoga, fire, flame. They think it's arson up in the apartment, they call it department and I get the blame. Still I be running, collecting them reins. You just a target when I'm in the range. I was the hardest to start regardless back when you was messaging people on AIM. Check my vocals, all on Twitter, but I'm anti-social. Love my city, but I'm still bi-coastal. I got no, let's switch that.
What is you
what
doing?
I want to do.
Don't stop. Nah, that was dope.
I'm just
Keep that going. Nah, go ahead.
Look, I guess you could say that I'm very spoiled. For them to be your dogs, they ain't very loyal. But I ain't gonna hold you, I ain't here to boil you. You ain't gotta say it, I'm embarrassed for you. Always been a nerd, never been a loser. Making Voltron with a gang of cougars. And I'm going places, better tell a Uber. Cause it's pretty hard to sleep on Freddy Krueger. Let's do that again. Hear ye, man. Welcome to the show. If you would not mind, go ahead and find yourself a spot, get comfortable, grab a snack, do all that good stuff that we need to do, and we're about to get started. It's not important who I am. What's important is that you are pulling up to the Iron Lords podcast right now as we speak, and I guess I'm here to keep you entertained until it's time to get this show started. So look. Y'all done messed up and turned me to an animal. And haters be swearing they real, but come to find out that they really mechanical. And yeah, I be eating these rappers, but that's all a part of me being a cannibal. And they say I'm better than money because you can bank on me being accountable. I know a million rappers that don't want to be on a song with me, that's understandable. I kill a beat and they want to compare me to Freddie and Jason. I'd rather be Hannibal. They be like, why use a video game? Just be original, y'all too dramatical. I know it's random, but I am addicted to flipping the sample and making it flammable. This is that yoga, fire, flame. They think it's arson up in the apartment, they call it department and I get the blame. Still I be running, collecting them reins. You just a target when I'm in the range. I was the hardest to start regardless back when you was messaging people on AIM. Check my vocals, all on Twitter, but I'm anti-social. Love my city, but I'm still bi-coastal. I got let's switch that.
What is you doing?
What I want to do.
Don't stop. Nah, that was dope.
I'm just
Keep that going. Nah, go ahead.
Look, I guess you could say that I'm very spoiled. For them to be your dogs, they ain't very loyal. But I ain't gonna hold you, I ain't here to boil you. You ain't gotta say it, I'm embarrassed for you. Always been a nerd, never been a loser. Making Voltron with a gang of cougars. And I'm going places, better tell a Uber. Cause it's pretty hard to sleep on Freddy Krueger. Let's do that again. Hear ye, man. Welcome to the show. If you would not mind, go ahead and find yourself a spot, get comfortable, grab a snack, do all that good stuff that we need to do, and we're about to get started. It's not important who I am. What's important is that you are pulling up to the Iron Lords podcast right now as we speak, and I guess I'm here to keep you entertained until it's time to get this show started. So look. Y'all done messed up and turned me to an animal. And haters be swearing they real, but come to find out that they really mechanical. And yeah, I be eating these rappers, but that's all a part of me being a cannibal. And they say I'm better than money because you can bank on me being accountable. I know a million rappers that don't wanna be on a song with me, that's understandable. I kill a beat and they wanna compare me to Freddie and Jason. I'd rather be Hannibal. They be like, why use a video game? Just be original, y'all too dramatical. I know it's random, but I'm addicted to flipping the sample and making it flammable. This is that This is that yoga, fire, flame. They think it's arson up in the apartment. They call it department and I get the blame. Still I be running, collecting them rings. You just a target when I'm in the range. I was the hardest to start regardless back when you was messaging people on AIM. Check my vocals, all on Twitter, but I'm anti-social. Love my city, but I'm still bi-coastal. I got nah, let's switch that up.
What is you doing?
What I wanna do,
Don't
man.
stop. Nah, that was dope.
I'm
Keep
just
that,
super
keep that, keep that going, keep that going. Nah, go ahead.
Look, I guess you could say that I'm very spoiled. For them to be your dogs, they ain't very loyal. But I ain't gon' hold you, I ain't here to boil you. You ain't gotta say it, I'm embarrassed for you. Always been a nerd, never been a loser. Making Voltron with a gang of cougars. And I'm going places, better tell a Uber. Cause it's pretty hard to sleep on Freddy Krueger. That's, whew. Let's do that again. Hear ye, man. Welcome to the show. If you would not mind, go ahead and find yourself a spot, get comfortable, grab a snack, do all that good stuff that we need to do, and we're about to get started. It's not important who I am. What's important is that you are pulling up to the Iron Lords podcast right now as we speak, and I guess I'm here to keep you entertained until it's time to get this show started. So look. Y'all done messed up and turned me to an animal. And haters be swearing they real, but come to find out that they really mechanical. And yeah, I be eating these rappers, but that's all a part of me being a cannibal. And they say I'm better than money because you can bank on me being accountable. I know a million rappers that don't wanna be on a song with me, that's understandable. I kill a beat and they wanna compare me to Freddie and Jason. I'd rather be Hannibal. They be like, why use a video game? Just be original, y'all too dramatical. I know it's random, but I'm addicted to flipping the sample and making it flammable. This is that This is that yoga, fire, flame. They think it's arson up in the apartment. They call it department and I get the blame. Still I be running, collecting them rings. You just a target when I'm in the range. I was the hardest to start regardless back when you was messaging people on AIM. Check my vocals, all on Twitter, but I'm anti-social. Love my city, but I'm still bi-coastal. I got nah, let's switch that up.
What is you
What I
doing?
wanna do,
Don't
man.
stop. Nah, that was dope.
I'm
Keep
just
that,
super
keep that, keep that going, keep that going. Nah, go ahead.
Look, I guess you could say that I'm very spoiled. For them to be your dogs, they ain't very loyal. But I ain't gon' hold you, I ain't here to boil you. You ain't gotta say it, I'm embarrassed for you. Always been a nerd, never been a loser. Making Voltron with a gang of cougars. And I'm going places, better tell a Uber. Cause it's pretty hard to sleep on Freddy Krueger. That's, whew. Let's do that again. Hear ye, man. Welcome to the show. If you would not mind, go ahead and find yourself a spot, get comfortable, grab a snack, do all that good stuff that we need to do, and we're about to get started. It's not important who I am. What's important is that you are pulling up to the Iron Lords podcast right now as we speak, and I guess I'm here to keep you entertained until it's time to get this show started. So look. Y'all done messed up and turned me to an animal. And haters be swearing they real, but come to find out that they really mechanical. And yeah, I be eating these rappers, but that's all a part of me being a cannibal. And they say I'm better than money because you can bank on me being accountable. I know a million rappers that don't wanna be on a song with me, that's understandable. I kill a beat and they wanna compare me to Freddie and Jason. I'd rather be Hannibal. They be like, why use a video game? Just be original, y'all too dramatical. I know it's random, but I'm addicted to flipping the sample and making it flammable. This is that This is that yoga, fire, flame. They think it's arson up in the apartment. They call it department and I get the blame. Still I be running, collecting them rings. You just a target when I'm in the range. I was the hardest to start regardless back when you was messaging people on AIM. Check my vocals, all on Twitter, but I'm anti-social. Love my city, but I'm still bi-coastal. I got nah, let's switch that up.
What is you
What I
doing?
wanna do,
Don't
man.
stop. Nah, that was dope.
I'm
Keep
just
that,
super
keep that, keep that going, keep that going. Nah, go ahead.
Look, I guess you could say that I'm very spoiled. For them to be your dogs, they ain't very loyal. But I ain't gon' hold you, I ain't here to boil you. You ain't gotta say it, I'm embarrassed for you. Always been a nerd, never been a loser. Making Voltron with a gang of cougars. And I'm going places, better tell a Uber. Cause it's pretty hard to sleep on Freddy Krueger. That's, whew. Let's do that again. Hear ye, man. Welcome to the show. If you would not mind, go ahead and find yourself a spot, get comfortable, grab a snack, do all that good stuff that we need to do, and we're about to get started. It's not important who I am. What's important is that you are pulling up to the Iron Lords podcast right now as we speak, and I guess I'm here to keep you entertained until it's time to get this show started. So look. Y'all done messed up and turned me to an animal. And haters be swearing they real, but come to find out that they really mechanical. And yeah, I be eating these rappers, but that's all a part of me being a cannibal. And they say I'm better than money because you can bank on me being accountable. I know a million rappers that don't wanna be on a song with me, that's understandable. I kill a beat and they wanna compare me to Freddie and Jason. I'd rather be Hannibal. They be like, why use a video game? Just be original, y'all too dramatical. I know it's random, but I'm addicted to flipping the sample and making it flammable. This is that yoga, fire, flame. They think it's arson up in the apartment. They call it department and I get the blame. Still I be running, collecting them rings. You just a target when I'm in the range. I was the hardest to start regardless back when you was messaging people on AIM. Check my vocals, all on Twitter, but I'm anti-social. Love my city, but I'm still bi-coastal. I got. Nah, let's switch that up.
What is you doing?
What I wanna do.
Don't stop. Nah, that was dope.
I'm just
Keep
sick of
that going. Keep that going. Nah, go ahead.
Look, I guess you could say that I'm very spoiled. For them to be your dogs, they ain't very loyal. But I ain't gon' hold ya, I ain't here to boil you. You ain't gotta say it, I'm embarrassed for ya. Always been a nerd, never been a loser. Making Voltron with a gang of cougars. And I'm going places, better tell a Uber. Cause it's pretty hard to sleep on Freddy Krueger. That's... Whew. Let's do that again. Hear ye, man. Welcome to the show. If you would not mind, go ahead and find yourself a spot, get comfortable, grab a snack, do all that good stuff that we need to do, and we're about to get started. It's not important who I am. What's important is that you are pulling up to the Iron Lords podcast right now as we speak, and I guess I'm here to keep you entertained until it's time to get this show started. So look. Y'all done messed up and turned me to an animal. And haters be swearing they real, but come to find out that they really mechanical. And yeah, I be eating these rappers, but that's all a part of me being a cannibal. And they say I'm better than money because you can bank on me being accountable. I know a million rappers that don't wanna be on a song with me, that's understandable. I kill a beat and they wanna compare me to Freddie and Jason. I'd rather be Hannibal. They be like, why use a video game? Just be original, y'all too dramatical. I know it's random, but I'm addicted to flipping the sample and making it flammable. This is that yoga, fire, flame. They think it's arson up in the apartment. They call it department and I get the blame. Still I be running, collecting them rings. You just a target when I'm in the range. I was the hardest to start regardless back when you was messaging people on AIM. Check my vocals, all on Twitter, but I'm anti-social. Love my city, but I'm still bi-coastal. I got. Nah, let's switch that up.
What is you doing?
What I wanna do.
Don't stop. Nah, that was dope.
I'm just
Keep
sick of
that going. Keep that going. Nah, go ahead.
Look, I guess you could say that I'm very spoiled. For them to be your dogs, they ain't very loyal. But I ain't gon' hold ya, I ain't here to boil you. You ain't gotta say it, I'm embarrassed for ya. Always been a nerd, never been a loser. Making Voltron with a gang of cougars. And I'm going places, better tell a Uber. Cause it's pretty hard to sleep on Freddy Krueger. That's... Whew. Let's do that again. Hear ye, man. Welcome to the show. If you would not mind, go ahead and find yourself a spot, get comfortable, grab a snack, do all that good stuff that we need to do, and we're about to get started. It's not important who I am. What's important is that you are pulling up to the Iron Lords podcast right now as we speak, and I guess I'm here to keep you entertained until it's time to get this show started. So look. Y'all done messed up and turned me to an animal. And haters be swearing they real, but come to find out that they really mechanical. And yeah, I be eating these rappers, but that's all a part of me being a cannibal. And they say I'm better than money because you can bank on me being accountable. I know a million rappers that don't wanna be on a song with me, that's understandable. I kill a beat and they wanna compare me to Freddie and Jason. I'd rather be Hannibal. They be like, why use a video game? Just be original, y'all too dramatical. I know it's random, but I'm addicted to flipping the sample and making it flammable. This is that yoga, fire, flame. They think it's arson up in the apartment. They call it department and I get the blame. Still I be running, collecting them rings. You just a target when I'm in the range. I was the hardest to start regardless back when you was messaging people on AIM. Check my vocals, all on Twitter, but I'm anti-social. Love my city, but I'm still bi-coastal. I got. Nah, let's switch that up.
What is you
What I
doing?
wanna do.
Don't stop. Nah, that was dope.
I'm just
Keep
sick of
that going. Keep that going. Nah, go ahead.
Look, I guess you could say that I'm very spoiled. For them to be your dogs, they ain't very loyal. But I ain't gon' hold ya, I ain't here to boil you. You ain't gotta say it, I'm embarrassed for ya. Always been a nerd, never been a loser. Making Voltron with a gang of cougars. And I'm going places, better tell a Uber. Cause it's pretty hard to sleep on Freddy Krueger. That's... Whew. Let's do that again.
And we are live. Iron Lord Podcast. LordCognito here talking about the latest with Advanced GG. There's a lot of things going on with the new product line. Let's get right to it. So we got that focus line, y'all. This is that standard. This is what we use right now. Kind of our caffeine substitute. And what we usually do right now when we're gaming, we don't use coffee anymore. We're utilizing this focus. On deck number 2, you already know this is my favorite right here, the energy line. You already know, birthday cake, one of my absolute favorites. Completely delicious. This is a pre-workout equivalent. And also doesn't use beta-alanine, so you don't get the jitters and stuff like that. So it's really good for that. And then the new, we got that hydration line, y'all. This is really good for people who don't like caffeine, who want an electrolyte substitute, and it is really sugar-free, absolutely delicious. So you got your 3 choices. Once again, you know Cog Lover is sour. You already know. And we're doing this right now. So go get yourself to advancedgg.com. Use code IronLord on the checkout. This is something I use all the time. We got to support AdvancedGG. Great products if you want to get your workout on. Even if you don't work out, you're just gaming, you need that focus. And again, the hydration line for those who don't want caffeine, no sugar, electrolytes, you're good to go. LordCognito here, Iron Lord Podcast. Peace.
I'ma just chill and watch them and eat snacks in the attic. I wanted to chill with the pack and be like a young wolf, but then they would mistake me for addict. If I can imagine, it's cool to give you some advice, then invite your girl to your squadron. Cause if you don't give her that option, you gon' be single player like Sovereign. You gon' get tossed in the bushes by King David. Royalty and not a pretender. Detrimental to an elemental, what's an avatar to a knee bender? I gotta be me though. I know it's my destiny, word to Cognito. Who cares if you fly, if you still a mosquito? You swear you ain't stuntin', but really be Steve-O. You like to collect stuff and that's cool, but I got bad news. Even if you really was that dude, King David still be the king of the statues. Since a juvenile, I've been cursed with a curse to be musical. And if you hate it, we'll meet in the crucible. Other than that, then it's cool and it's beautiful. We let you know that your dreams are pursuable. Whatever you wanna do, then it's doable. If you got work on a Sunday, it's suitable. Cause you can listen to this in your cubicle on the Lord's Day. Woo. If you got work on a Sunday, it's suitable. Cause you can listen to this in your cubicle on the Lord's Day.
All right.
Took themselves in the foot all week.
And we are live. Hot mics.
It always happens.
It always happens. It always
A
happens.
huge face in the news.
Yeah, I bet. The chat was already like, I wonder what King's topic is out of this four.
You can wonder what you like. I said, God bless. Let Sony do what Sony gonna do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm going for.
Hear ye. And we are live. Welcome to the Iron Lords Podcast, LLC, and also the LordsOfGaming.net, episode number 265. And it's another glorious Sunday. We're back at the round table on the Lord's Day. And today, we've got The Last of Us Remake controversy. Discord to Xbox, Ubisoft game cancellations, and PS5 lawsuit astutely brought to us by King to discuss. So we go.
Why do you have to caveat that way?
Brought to you by the news of King David. So we gonna get.
Brought to you by the Fax Network.
So we gonna get right into it.
New facts behind the business of Sony. King David got you.
Here we go. So let's introduce the four horsemen of gaming. Those original gaming nights in a row here at the round table. My co-host with the co-most, my brother from another mother, the difficult game conqueror, lord of his own world, and the howl of the young wolf. My man, Lord Addict of the Addict Show. Hopefully camera gets together. You know.
Yeah, I have no clue what's going on. I even reset. It's just not. Maybe the cam link needs to be hooked back up again. I don't know.
It could
Plugged
be.
in, plugged it out.
Does the cam link? Does the light on the cam link? Is it lighting up?
Mm-hmm.
No, everything's fine. It's just not coming on. I don't know why. Like, I don't even have OBS up.
Yeah, see, the only time that usually happens to me is if there's another camera source program.
No, well, it will usually tell you if there's another.
Mine's don't. Mine's will be like it just won't open.
You checked it in Zoom, right? Like it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. It's all good. Anyway, what's been going on, man?
Nothing. Been playing this Live Alive game, and it's pretty intense. I'm not gonna lie. I played as the ninja dude the first time, and he was destroyed. Like, I was getting murdered. I was thinking to myself, am I trash at these games? Like, Like it was pretty bad, man. Like it was.
What type of game is it?
It's kind of
It's like a
from
turn-based game.
It's from the creator of Chrono Trigger and FF6, so that kind of game, yeah.
Big Class says switch to the Aver Media one, Addict. He said he got your fix.
The Aver Media one. That is definitely a capture card. That's not. That's not a.
Steve Gogo wouldn't be ILP without camera or audio issues for Yo, they stupid. Wow. Really?
Well, I mean, you're more than welcome to try to do how many shows a year and not have issues. Like, you're more than welcome to do that.
Mexican Zoidberg, I like this new look for Addict.
Oh my God.
They out here. They camera shaving now. They going hard.
I think a new member of the Shirt Tails coming out later on today. It's gonna be the Frog Shirt Tails.
Big Cloud offering live tech support. He said there's Aver Media Camlink Addict. LOL. He said there is.
And if you ask these people anything about OBS, I don't know, Addict.
Hey, yo, Mr. Order went from the chair to the camera. I'm done. Moving on. Anyway, what you been playing, man?
Live Alive. That's pretty much about it.
Yeah.
I have been. I mean, some other stuff I'm playing I can't talk about. But
it's exclusive, Addict exclusive.
We need that. We need that Fonz button.
NDA at Addict.
Yeah.
Such a deep NDA. They took his camera away.
Don't you even describe
Should be having these leaks, yeah. You sure you don't have a humongous statue of something in your room, Addict, that you can't show?
What it is?
We won't talk about that.
The game forced him to get a face tattoo when he plays it because it recognizes in VR.
No doubt. So besides that, it's been just those in the NDA. We can't talk about games.
Yeah, pretty much that's about all. I have been playing a lot of Fall Guys, like probably an absurd amount of Fall Guys. That's kind of took my, like, the place of my destiny.
I see you and DJ in there getting it on.
Yeah, so we've been playing a lot of that here recently. It's going to be interesting. I will be doing a review on Live Alive, but don't expect it for at least a week because the game's that I've already got like 15 hours into it, and I only got like 3 of the people's missions. It's like it's like Octopath Traveler where you do multiple stories, and I assume after you do multiple of the stories, like what will happen is like then you'll have a story where all of them are in the story. So like right now I've only finished a couple, which is kind of crazy because like sometimes they'll be like throwing you they'll be tricking you. Like you'll think the story's about one person, and it'll be like a teacher, and you teach his disciples, and one of them become the main character, depending on the choices you make during his story. Like
that's fine. That's fine. DJ Oro says #proud. Loves that you're playing Fall Guys. You're a Fall Guys main. He likes that.
Yeah, and I be winning.
Oh, the crowns? The crowns is official?
Because we ain't getting no wins when we was with you. So I'm here slaying
because
we were bringing them down.
I was bringing them down. I'm terrible at that game. I gracefully bow out and say, look, y'all, if y'all want to win.
I love the chubby stubbies. They be running around, they be pushing and pulling. They bad disrespect.
You remember when they was grabbing some? He was like, come here. Come in.
I like the ragdoll physics.
No, but I love Addict's dive game is the best.
Yeah.
His jumping on a platform at the last minute right before death is the greatest.
No doubt. So that been it, Addict? I guess so. And of course, we have our most technical gaming lord, the solo gaming list for the single player selfish experience, and also the Sastradamus, the Lord of Clarity and Lord Patreon of the Iron Bank. My man, Lord Sovereign, how we doing, sir?
I'm chilling, bro. I'm sweating bullets over here. It's like 100 degrees.
Same, bro. Same.
But and I hadn't purchased my new ACs yet, so we purchased them yesterday.
Plural ACs, plural.
ACs, multiple ACs. So but I have to. It gets a whole pain in the rear to have them installed here. So still fanning it up. So fans to the left of me, fans to the right of me.
Say I got the oscillator. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah,
get that hot air on your back.
Bro.
You got to give me a second. I spilled something all over my keyboard.
Oh no.
Oh, now we found out the truth. we found out the ugly truth.
Get it popping, brother. Get it popping. Good.
Oh, it's all over the keyboard now.
The keyboard and the camera.
Fortunately, they're nowhere close to each other.
That's the distance attic you cover.
Mhm.
Oh God.
No. So
Sanitizing wipes, sir.
yes, yes. So Papa Gabe came through again this week.
What you rocking?
I'm just rocking. I'm rocking everything on the deck. That's the beautiful thing. I'm just rocking everything on the deck. But I actually got to finish a game.
Wow.
Can you believe this?
Which one?
Skyward Sword.
The new I finished the new hotness for 2022.
Oh,
What?
Skyward Sword.
Rise of the Room.
Oh, you did that rise.
Yo, once I threw the rise on there, I couldn't stop playing it again. I was like, oh damn.
Good, boy.
You do. I haven't played it in almost 10 years, right? So
That's a
I
crazy
throw it
thing,
on.
right? Xbox don't got to remix none of their stuff. It's already hot. It's just
Well, no. Well, this is the PC version.
the PC version, sir.
The PC
60
version
frames,
will make you think the Xbox version looked like that, but it
hey, bro.
they haven't updated on the X. They haven't, so which they need to. But bro, Rise on the Roam, man.
Woo! Greatest 900p game of all time.
Bro, that game still looks fantastic. And then running at 60, the story, the acting, everything about that game was top notch. And to look at that engine 10 years later and for it to still be that impressive, it is something to behold. The only thing I'm telling you, bro, I
want the engine.
The only thing that held that game back a little bit was the simplicity of the combat.
Yes.
But and the thing about it is you can get through. I forgot about this. You can get through the game and not unlock the majority of your upgrades. Like,
Correct.
What I tried to do was unlock the majority of my executions, so I could see the hot executions or whatever. But even then, you fall short. And so I was like, "Damn, man!" Like that was the only thing. Like the balancing in terms of that, of you progressively getting stronger, didn't match the length of the game.
Right.
But playing it again, man, I tell you, bro, it's just the simplicity of it, because it really is just counter attack, wait for the QTE to start or whatever. But it's so beautifully animated, and the story's
good.
So the story ends super abruptly. I forgot about that as well. It ends, and it ends the way it should end, but it ends super abruptly, which I was hoping for a little bit more exposition at the end.
God bless. Good night.
Bro,
but it almost felt like they were setting up a sequel that never happened.
It probably was.
Yeah, man. I mean, it gets a lot of flack, but I tell you, as a launch game for the Xbox One almost 10 years ago,
amazing,
bro,
one of the best.
It really is something else. So I got through that. I was so happy. I was like, I can't believe I'm seeing credits on the game.
No, Steve, listen, man. Man. Steve,
Did your Switch look over to you with the side eye?
This Switch is, he's in the cabinet right now. He's
not covered in hot.
With the door closed.
Not covered in hot.
Because I usually, anything that's live alive right now is exclusive to the Switch, right? And I was almost tempted, but I was like, I'm not gonna play that right now. So I'll wait till it comes to the Steam Deck, because it will come to Steam, man.
No doubt.
So yeah, that's it, man. Papa Gabe.
Shout out to Papa Gabe. Shout out to the Steam Deck. You already know. And of course, we have the Incredible Hulk of this, aka the XS Gamer.
Ooh.
The prophet of Xbox.
Swami.
King of the statues, who demands nothing less than that premium experience, and is the leader of the Fraud Alert movement.
Ooh.
Beloved Lord King, how we doing, sir?
Well rested on this wonderful day. I looked up, I said midweek, I said, what fights we have this weekend? They said UFC. I said, we have nothing.
Oh, damn.
Oh, damn.
Oh, damn.
Yes. Yeah, because you know what? I could fraud it. And be like, yeah, watch the UFC.
It's not really your passion. I know.
And I'm trying to tell dudes who look like what in the ring. And
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, but he got him in a bare naked choke.
Don't see that's when you expose yourself with your MMA.
Yeah, if you have UFC streams, they need to be comedy streams.
Yes.
It will be pure comedy stream. He did the toe tuck kick. So right now he's in capoeira moves. It sounds highly disgusting and fraudulent. So I said, we got the weekend off. But next week we got Danny Garcia versus what's this guy?
Yes, he Shane Aubrey Brad. He did say the bare naked choke. Yes, he did.
Yes,
Yes, he did.
I'm
Yes, he
dead
did.
serious about that because you got to think about it, right? Behind him, chest is bare, back to back, they naked, and he's getting choked. It's the bare naked.
You can't be saying put him in a bare naked choke.
The dope fiend. Put him in the dope fiend.
Yo, I've been saying that for how long?
You been saying it for a bit. I get so
Years.
mad. We watch the fights and we out
the
and he's
first
saying
time-
bare naked
yeah,
choke.
'cause-
And the other
we
the
all
hardcore
watching it.
UFC dudes be looking at us like,
and all the UFC dudes look at me like this
So
is
what did you
novice.
say?
I'll be like, yo, but am I wrong? But am I wrong?
Yo,
can't be saying that.
Cog and I watching it, analyzing it, and
Yeah.
everything. The bare
Yo,
naked
And then he be
choke.
yelling, he be like, yo, he got him in a bare naked choke. He got him in a no,
Get him,
no,
get him.
no,
That's my
no.
move. That's my move. I said, I know. Hold his
mean-
arms down. I like when they put him in the cross and they got him on the floor. Hold his arms.
to be fair though, like rear naked choke isn't much better.
Is it much
right?
better? All right, true. In fairness, in fairness, in fairness.
so
Bare naked
I
choke.
like bare naked choke.
I can't.
I ain't say buck naked choke.
Yo,
Nah, that's two different. You playing two different
you
sports.
playing? No, that's something else you
Different
playing.
sports.
That's something else.
Like when he was like, what's BJJ?
Oh,
Whoa! Whoa! Time.
Somebody stop him.
Somebody stop him now. Yo, Big Nonsense. This man gonna get IMP canceled by the MMA community. That's that it is. There it
No,
is.
they're gonna come for me. But if I would have did that show, they would have definitely canceled me. I would have been on everybody's fraud list. Nah. But I saw UFC going on over there. A couple of other things. But I was playing Guardians of the Galaxy. So I started
Oh, let's
Right?
go.
As a comic book junkie, and as one of those people that need to get the costumes, whatever. First of all,
Yeah.
the game. I think this is how they wanted to do Avengers.
Yes.
Should have
Right?
done it. Yeah,
Should've
exactly.
done.
No, they okay. Now I'm gonna give you the reasons why they should and why they shouldn't. Right. The way the story is being told and how it's crafted around Star-Lord, it's fantastic. How you control the other heroes that are with your teammates, and how you got a rally thing.
Come on, guys.
You lean in, we getting our butts kicked out there. Yo, we got to get it together. And, Quill says whatever, and he rallies the troops. And depending on how you rally them, it's how much super you have going into that fight.
Then the music when it kick off after you do the job.
The musical aspect of it, in this old 80 hits, like Pat Benatar and stuff. It's really dope. I love the visuals. It was a part where the Universal Church of Truth, and you were going up with the gold opulence.
Bro, would they kick?
Yes, I was looking at my TV like, on God, this is
Yes.
what it is. Like I said, and this is a last generation game, right? But we playing it on current generation hardware, and dudes got to really stop that saying next generation hardware stuff. We're in current generation, sir. Right. So we got to really just start transitioning over. That last generation is gone. But looking at it visually, I was like, this is splendorful. This is fantastic.
Yeah.
And the way the story is driven. Now, as far as being a Marvel head, I saw Darkhawk, I saw Quasar, I saw Red Jack. When I saw the Blood Brothers, because I was up to the Blood Brothers fight, and you have to separate them. And Cosmo the dog, and then you get to the Collector. When you go to Nowhere, when you're in that Celestial brain, the head of the Celestial there, is way different than the MCU. It gives you a different take. It's like they stuck in the MCU without being stuck in the MCU. Like they're telling the story, but they're telling it way better, like comic book version. Their writers are incredible.
Amazing
So
game.
the reason why I think that the Avengers game couldn't be like this, I was playing Outriders yesterday. Shout out to my son David, my oldest son David.
Salute.
So I saw him on, and he was with his friends, and they was playing Outriders. I was like, my son's playing Outriders? I jumped in the party. You need any help, son? Son, can I save you from anything? So he was like, yeah, Dad. So he said, yeah. So we're in there playing. So his friend didn't know that I said, son. I guess, he thought it was like some New York joint. What up, son? You know what I'm saying, son?
Shack.
You know, son?
Shack.
So I told it we playing, and he was like, he said something. I was like, yeah, I'll come and take you to the movies or whatever, son. And the dude was like, what? I was like, yeah, you know, David's my son. He was like, what? Yeah, David was like, yeah, that's Pop Dukes.
Yeah,
he was like, your pops is cool like this, and he play video games.
Yo,
Like,
how dope is that? How dope is that to be the cool dad in a party chat? What'd you say, Adam?
Crazy. Yeah.
Other Alex, so.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Okay.
I don't know what.
Now you
Yeah,
Gucci.
so the mic. I don't know if that. I don't know if the webcam. I don't know if the camera's working, but
no, the camera's good. You good. You good.
okay. The mic fell on my keyboard and mouse.
Oh.
Oh, look at this stuff.
No.
No, it's worse. It fell and it hit my drink on my keyboard.
Oh no.
Yeah.
You had that. Luckily, you had Ebontis. Ebontis spilled the whole water on his joint.
Remember when we had
I got a whole keyboard right here.
Remember when we had Dustin on and he moved his mic and the whole
thing
came
fell.
up?
Yeah,
That's what happened.
The arm fell off. Damn, we gotta we gotta hit the back up for that keyboard right quick.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can fix it.
He'll fix it, but his keys would be F's instead of C's.
I know how to type, so I know where they all are.
You know where they should be. When you start texting people, we'll figure out what you're talking about. Exhibit, Dorbit, Zabat.
Let me pin this for the people.
Yeah, it's pretty messed
up. Your joint is finished. Your joint is finished.
Surprise.
Yeah, your joint.
Yeah, let's just get you.
Let's just get it. Iron Bank will take care of that. So go ahead, King.
My son's friend is like, oh, so what y'all playing? What you playing? Because he was like, yo, because my father got a podcast, and I'm like, oh, I feel really cool, right? So I said, I'm playing Guardians of the Galaxy. So he's like, yeah, you know, I would have played that, but I like being other characters, and it's just the fact that you're Star-Lord. And I see why they didn't do it with the Avengers, because I thought about it and I was like, man, if I had to play Captain America at all time,
if they force you at one,
and I don't get a chance to play the Hulk, but I guess they could have did it just like, because they did the story like Kamala Khan.
Yeah, the story is actually decent.
Yeah, the story is the best part of that game. And then give that aspect to it, but I think they should have did it like Guardians of the Galaxy. But other than that, I've been playing Outriders.
Yeah, how's that world slay? I gotta get to it, man.
I got to my Technomancer.
Oh my god, turrets all day.
Yeah, we got Monkey up to level 40.
Monkey back? He outside?
Oh yeah, Monkey was outside. He be playing with Green Mason and them.
Yeah, shout out to Mason, man. He be hitting me up. It be always the wrong time.
Yeah, I saw you on playing Naraka Blade.
Yeah.
Y'all was getting it. It was you, Jamie, and Raymond Forte was in your chat.
Forte came through,
He's playing Destiny, you know.
Yeah, you know Forte. He just showing love in the chat.
So, and I did some of my Destiny stuff this week, but it's been really going back to Game Pass, because there's a backlog and there's a Game Pass backlog.
Yes, sir.
Right, so Game Pass backlog, we having a time limit over your head. So you look at what was hot, and you're like, damn, man, I got to go back in there and play that before they got rid of it. And I said that with the Yakuzas. And then they was like, okay, Yakuzas is out this week. I was like, oh, snap, no, I didn't get a chance to play none of them. But then, Phil Dominus Maximus really expensive, bro. All back. So I'm gonna get right back into that. But yeah, that's what I've been playing.
No doubt. And of course, we have the gaming ninja himself, the Shinobi LordCognito, spreading that realness and around with ILP, not telling you what you want to hear, but what you need to hear. Yo, send some love to my bro, Mr. Matty Plays, man. He really hurt his back. So he was out this week, so I had to hold it down. But yeah, send some love to him, man. He's doing the right thing. He's making sure everything is good with the bulging disc and all the stuff he's got going on. Yeah, I'm like, bro, you too young. Back is debilitating, man. But he's on it. He's doing the right thing. And shout out to Ben Smith from Last Stand Media holding it down. Shout out to Randall Thor for holding it down. Still had a solid show.
Shout out to Ebontis and send your love to Ebontis because I was watching your show and your man with the ladder game.
Oh, you listen? Yeah.
Wow.
Send love. Yeah, he's lucky.
Me. What's up with
He's
that?
lucky too. We're gonna get to E in a minute, but
Yeah. And you should you show some love to the homie DL Cologne. He just lost his dad.
Yes.
So please, send some love, man.
So much people going through so many things right now, man. So we got
Boom and his wife.
Boom and the wife, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Going through it. Yeah, just got diagnosed, whatever. It's a lot going on. But yeah, we held it down. Shout out to Rand for pulling up. We talked about the Activision Blizzard deal, the potential if it could end early, what that could mean. And then, Ben is outside with this Power Wash Simulator, bro. He's like, this is my game of the year. So I'm clowning him. He's like, play it, Cog. What did you play it?
It's dope.
Listen, it is weird because I was like, I'm rolling my eyes like, what am I doing? What is going on here? It's a soothing nature to it. I don't know how else to describe it. It's like, and then it's like this, what's that thing when you do something and it gives you the visual satisfaction? Yeah, it's like this ding, you clean the door, cling, you clean the window, cling. Like, it's just this little reward thing that mentally makes you feel good for cleaning something.
It's hitting those endorphins in your head.
Yeah, it's a satisfaction that you get from just like, it is, it's
just weird. And you got the co-op, so it's me, Valentine Citizen. We doing our Iron Power Wash podcast. And I can't front though. When you clean something, it's like it goes from the dirtiest, grimiest thing to like the truck, this van that we was cleaning had like ray tracing. It was sparkling. It looked super shiny. Like you could see the reflection. I'm like, there gotta be ray tracing on this stuff because it looked too clean. You feel too good. Like, I did that. You know what I'm saying?
Did a good job.
Then it's like, then Valentine was getting me back. He's like, Kyle, you using the wrong nozzle, son. You gotta change that out with the red. You know what I'm saying? With the power street. I'm like, we really doing this, fan? Like, you really? He getting into it, And then your kid, you gonna laugh because. You could crouch, you could get prone, you could get underneath the tire, you could get into it. So I'm like, all right, this game is out of pocket. But salute to them. Shout out to my boys, Ebontis, of course, Ty Guy Travis, last word. Shout out to you. He's doing all right.
Ridiculous.
Falling off ladders and doing craziness, but he all right now.
He's lucky that his leg
is dead, man. I told him.
Because he did what, 8 feet he said he fell? Actually, he slid down to the garage. And when he got to the garage, it was from the top of the garage to the floor.
And it was a slow fall for E. That's the worst. When you slowly So yeah.
He said, I hit the inside of my knee. Bruh, how you hit the inside of your knee?
He wildin', you know what I'm saying? So, but salute, he's okay, thankfully. We had Irresolute, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to him, really good artist in the community. Talk about that Lightfall expansion that's about to come out. They Bungie about to announce the date, so they got something cooking on that. And then for me on the games tip, finish As Dusk Falls, salute. Interior Night, Solve. You got to get to it, man. For me.
I know. I already know.
Yeah, they did that. They did that. Like, again, it's not going to be for everyone. I will say that off the bat. But if you give it a chance, you can't tell me there's a better narrative. You can't tell me there's the voice acting, the tense, the stakes, the choices, how it really affects. And I've talked to Addict, I've talked to Rand, I've talked to multiple people. And there's so many differences from my gameplay to someone else's, and then the future fate of all certain characters, and then the way it's woven. They got one. Like I said, continue to iterate. They ended on a way that they're still opening for something else. So I expect a book 3, most likely. Right. But yeah, man, you feel a way. You feel about these characters. And this game challenges you to make some tough decisions. Multiplayer is the way to go. Shout out to Addict. I like what he was doing with the GF, you know what I'm saying? She was getting it all and that override mechanic. Like, give it a shot, man. All I say is give it a shot. Now, again, what I think for me is the first 15, 20 minutes, you just got to, if you're going to get comfortable with the art style, because let's be honest, it is kind of still pictures with slight animation, not really emoting, whatever. But the beauty of it is because of all of that, I think you could truly have all these paths and all these choices because they chose that style. And to me, the style is kind of fire. But that's to be salute to them. Go check that out.
Shout out to Carolyn, to Charu, to the whole team at Interior Night. When we got to talk to them, Cog and I knew it. Like when we played it, we knew it. We're like, wait a minute, they got one. They really have one.
At least the what is it? The trees and stuff move in that game.
Addict video.
How the puddles, Addict? How the puddles?
There we go.
Addict's video of it, because Addict has a review video up.
Yes, he does.
Addict, he had that. That was one of those games that he was under NDA for, so he didn't have the opportunity to do co-op online. He had to do localized co-op.
I did co-op online.
No, I'm talking about when you first had it. Before
it's been, that co-op's been active the whole time.
It was. You was able to.
It was just the app that didn't work when during the.
Oh, okay. So but what I've noticed and what he expressed is over a period of time, your mind starts to fill in the gaps from the graphics. Like your mind starts to anticipate the movement, and you see movement that's not there, and this ghost movement changes how it goes. Because I was talking to Everborn yesterday, and he said the same exact thing. He was like, "Yo, this game is like probably his game of the year."
It's kind of like when you look at something like a comic, or like you know, you're reading the panels bit by bit, but you after you read a certain amount of it, you start visualizing it in your head like you're actually watching like an actual movie, right?
And the fact that they're based on real actors, it's not just, you know, it's like the stills of real actors and real emotion. And to me, they convey emotion very well, even in that thing. They have little things animated, but to me, the key, first, you know, the thing that nobody's talking about, this game has phenomenal music. Like really emotional tension music and some really good retrospective music. But the voice acting and the actors they got this is movie level. Like this is literally, we hired, because I think they got the girl from Returnals in this. The dude Vince is the guy that's played in Deus Ex. They've got like world-class talent. Like you could tell, like these performances that they doing, the narrative is so strong. It's overtaking you forgetting about the still thing, because I'm like, yo, this is really good. But yeah, salute to I did it. The ending was interesting. There's a lot to talk about. I probably want to do a spoiler cast or something on it. It's really cool. But been doing that. Of course, that Naraka Blade point. You know, I'm outside with that. You know what I'm saying? Get my Shaolin liquid swords on, doing it up, man. It's so fire. It's just so much. I talked about that game so much. You already know it. And then Forza. I did the Hot Wheels expansion. King. I ain't gonna front, man. Playground with that. When that joint start up, and you see it what the Series X is doing, and I'm like, whoa! When you doing the loops and the joint and like the 60 frames and then you know what it is too, so like the field of view. So like you're and you're seeing the other parts of the track deep in the distance doing the loop. Like I'm like, Playground. I see what it is. Y'all outside, you know.
That's one of them joints I think I'm gonna have to double dip on. Well, I never purchased on Xbox because of the Game Pass stuff. But I think Papa Gabe might have to get that money for that. Yeah, look, I'm gonna need that.
With this, I've noticed this weird thing that's going around. Like Christopher Hart,
what's up?
Just talked about, and I haven't mentioned Christopher Hart in a while because he's been relatively irrelevant, like PlayStation 5. But
what's up?
He's been making a little bit of noise, like you know, like the SSD.
Like the SSD.
What's going on with they trying to put Peppa Pig on Xbox? Like Peppa Pig is our joint. Like we rock Peppa Pig. Like Peppa Pig ain't on PlayStation. Like what's up? And y'all rated it higher, so y'all enjoyed it more. Like y'all like Peppa Pig over there. We don't rock with the pig over there. The swine ain't fine over here. We don't do that over here.
I don't know what this is about.
Pig. Y'all be swining it up. So y'all rated it very high over there. So I suggest that you rep your Peppa Pig.
Wait, it's over there? I didn't even know. It's on PlayStation?
Yeah. They're trying to act like we are the purveyors.
Because they Game Pass. That's okay.
You know what the crazy
it's an Xbox game.
we don't normally dip our toes in the console war stuff besides King 2 too much. But it's just like I don't understand the capping and the putting other games down for a game you play as a cat. Like I just like, I'm not saying that the game isn't good or bad. All I'm saying is, let's be real here. If there was a game on Xbox that you was playing as a cat, and it was exclusive to that platform. King, do you think people would be hyping it up like that?
Hell no. Yo, they would have been roasting us. Yo,
Yeah, this is true.
Phil walked past that game in the store and was like, "Oh hell no, not today." Say, he just
Stop
kept
it.
walking right. He said that is hashtag not the one.
You did not say
Hashtag
that.
that is hashtag not.
I heard
the
it's
one.
really good though.
I heard it's really good. I had it pre-ordered on the Steam Deck because I was like, again, I'm not gonna get to play this on my PlayStation.
What if you're not
so
a
what's the
cat
point?
lover though?
Oh no. I mean, I guess it's still if you're
What
a
if-
cat
what if we
lover,
despise
apparently
the
the
feline
nuances,
persuasion?
which
Like,
is me.
I'm
I'm
not-
not a fan of cats.
I'm not even telling people to go out and not play a game as a cat. I'm saying that what I see on Twitter is astounding to me.
Oh
You
no,
know,
it's
that
you know what it
you
is.
can't play something like even Kid Smooth was liking like Lucky Tales or one of those idiotic games that I wasn't a big fan of. And the amount of attacking that Smooth got for that game was insane.
You know what's weird energy to me is when people attack your enjoyment of something.
yeah.
Like that is
smiling,
just
having
weird. Like
How
yo, I
dare
can't
you.
believe they playing this as the
You're
fool's
grown
game.
man.
They're
Hey,
acting.
King.
I'm like, yo,
How-
that is what,
King.
like if you got time to be mad and upset at someone else, you're not having fun where you at.
Exactly.
Because if you
Yeah.
having fun where you at,
And
you
you
ain't
don't care
got
about
time to
what's
be
going
worried
on.
about what somebody else is
But
playing.
King, I got a question for you.
Yes.
How many of those people that you've seen on Twitter the past couple years say Game Pass is hurting the ecosystem and say support the developer, went out there and bought a game where you play as a cat?
Well,
Is
no,
it on-
nobody
is it
brought
on
that. That was on
PlayStation
they PlayStation Plus experience.
It's on Plus, yeah.
premium edition.
Oh, it's on the premium. Is it?
Oh, so the devs ain't supporting
is
it.
it
Okay, we
premium?
know how
They-
that goes.
they-
You
they
know
not
that.
supporting
You know
nobody.
how
They-
that goes.
yeah,
It's when it's on your side. I know we know the game, bro. Y'all just gang culture throwing it up for the set. I know
Yeah,
what it
that's
is.
What it is.
Y'all
'Cause
throwing
they
it up
didn't
for
have
the
it,
set.
so they had to cap. I feel. Listen.
So now whatever
I
come
get
out
it.
week to week is a direct comparison.
That's what they do. Like,
Well,
what y'all
like I said,
getting
What
this
y'all
month?
got this week?
I pre-ordered it on the Steam Deck, and last minute I was like, you know what? Nah, I have it on the play. I would figure out a time to play it, whatever. Turns out that the PC version is shot to hell.
Oh no.
Yep.
Whoa.
the PC
Yeah.
version
It's-
has
bad.
you know, it's a little box, so they do it well. They do
Oh,
it well.
man, y'all messy. You messy. You contributed to the problem. You
Yo,
contributed to
listen,
the coach.
listen.
Throwing it up for the second.
I just, you know how it is, man. I be out there, bang, 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 bang.
I don't consider pointing out contributor to the culture. Like it's just like it's crazy that
He at least he
people
owned it.
people are making fun of me for playing as Dust Falls because of what it looks like.
I'd rather play
They're
that
okay.
than Kitty Cat Corner.
But they're okay with going around and living a life as a cat.
Why you gotta say it like that?
Yo, and what's so stupid about it is the cat don't poop. The cat don't got no little
I'm
box.
done. Moving
the cat
on
is
from
out
that.
here in the street. This is what I'm just saying. I mean, if you're gonna really be a cat though.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, this is just messy. Just who playing what. I'm having more fun than you. That's what this is. I'm
Hey,
having
yo,
more fun.
Oh, okay. So listen,
Yeah.
this is how the tweet started, right?
Okay, what happened?
Somebody put up this thing is $30 and it took me 3 hours to beat. So I just put $10 an hour at the top of the
I saw
just
it.
$10 an hour. There's nothing wrong with $10 an hour. And then it went bananas. Like, you're monetizing how much a game should be for fun. Like, you're not saying anything about the games that was like 20 hours, King. And I just said $10 an hour. That's all it was. I didn't say the game was bad because I didn't play it. I didn't say it was too much. It was just an accurate assessment of the breakdown of 3 hours, and it's $10. And it's a good game for $30. For $30, I would do $30 on it. But $10 an hour, that's what it is. So
That's
every
what
hour I
I'm
put
with
in with $10 and play a different level.
It's your opinion. Again, I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? Dudes are really funny with the weird energy when you play something. But anyway, so yeah, that's been that. Anyway, we get into the poll, man. With the acquisition of Bungie now finalized by Sony, which outcome do you think will happen first during their tenure as a PlayStation studio? The winner of the three-way ILP poll with a commanding 62% of the vote was the Messy Lords. I don't care. We all know how Bungie does in relationships. She will find a way to be single once again as a studio. Okay. Coming in at second at 29% of the vote was Bungie completes and releases one of the 10 rumored live service games for Sony first group. And in last place, at only 7% of the vote, was that Destiny 3 will release first before the live service game. So salute to everybody who rocked the poll, all that good stuff. Addict, man, they saying that they feel it's inevitable that Bungie will eventually may leave if this relationship don't work.
It just depends if Matter does well, because then they're going to have to support Matter and Destiny.
Move the mic closer.
And what?
Can you move the mic closer?
It's literally right here.
Because I could, when you go like this, it's go low. When you go like this, go. I'm just telling you.
I mean, it's literally right at my
now
face.
It's literally.
Like,
Put that
Now
close
just
to your
gotta
lips.
get real with it.
Chill.
Get close to
Yeah, he don't like to get real with it.
You gotta cup it. You gotta cup it close to your lips. Pull.
You gotta,
Pause.
yeah, like you're an R&B singer. You gotta be up on top of
You
it.
gotta get it.
No, see, he don't come from that era, so he don't know.
He try to keep it at a distance.
Girl.
You gotta John B it. You gotta John B
that joint.
well, here's the thing. Like, this is literally as far as this goes.
No, that's
like,
fine,
I
that's
can't
fine.
make it any
That's fine.
further.
There you
Slide
go.
your neck in. Pull.
Yo. So yeah, you were saying about the Bungie joint?
It's just I got to see how they're able to support multiple products, and if they're able. Here's the thing: even if Bungie wants to leave, I don't know if once they see that real money popping through there, because like Activision was supporting them, but Activision wanted money. Bungie wants, Sony wants growth. Like that's different. I feel like they're gonna do different things with Bungie, and once Bungie starts getting that the media thing going on, where they're making movies, TV shows, it's not going to be a matter if they want to leave them. Who says in 5 years if Destiny or Matter's making the kind of money that maybe even entertainment doesn't make them? Maybe they start making more money in other avenues to where it's like, even if we want to leave, we can't leave because we're so intertwined at this point with media, with different types of, let's say they start working and putting more not Disney, but Destiny stuff on different models like Amazon, Netflix. I don't know at that point if they'll be able to leave without sacrificing that arm of their company.
Interesting. I feel you. That's all I got on that. We're gonna get into these topics, man. Attic, you up? Let
me get these super chats before we.
Let's get
into these super chats.
Correct.
Bet. So we're gonna start with Don Otaku, $5 super chat again. Sony and Sony fanboys be finding ways to take an L every week. The Last of Us Part 1 was a cash grab, even with Part 2 features, but without them, it's even worse. And we'll talk about that eventually. We're going to get there. Then we got White Cog, $2 super chat. Quote, I saw you and DJ in there getting it on. What the hell? Whoa.
Wow. That's what we doing. Okay.
Where was this quoted from?
What's funny is I did say that when he was talking about playing Fall Guys. I see y'all getting it on over there. Yeah. White Cog had to say something about this.
Extracting that from the conversation.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Then we got KO3 Black Truth, $10 super chat. Did y'all shed a tear like I did watching the Black Panther trailer? We want to address this now?
Yeah, let's get to it. I thought Kate was going to jump in. I mean, look, for me, I
didn't hear nothing. I'm sorry.
Yeah, somebody's talking about the Black Panther thing. It's very. I'm torn because there's a part of me that I understand. Obviously, rest in peace, Chadwick. You know what I mean? But there's
the Black Panther.
Yeah, there's a part of me. There's a good debate going on. I actually empathize with both sides. If you put a gun to my head, the answer for me will be I feel the character should not be killed off and recast. But I understand. Like I'm not empathetic to what they're trying to do. It's a tough one for me, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Because it's like it's a real life situation being implemented into the movie lore of Black Panther, and most likely, based on what we've seen, or assume, maybe Shuri, I want to reserve judgment until I see the movie before I go off or be disrespectful or anything like that. The trailer was good. I like the name.
He asked how.
Yeah. So for me, it's just I need to see. Like the reason why I feel so strongly, and I'll give it to King because King knows the law better than me. The reason why I feel so strongly is because the original Black Panther was a movement. Like, there was a pride that we finally get the character that we know, you know what I'm saying, for Black culture. And now that he in real life is going, I don't know if Chadwick would have wanted that, the character to go
He
off.
definitely did not want
Right.
that.
So that's where I feel I'm torn, because it's like, I want Black Panther, like, put it this way.
I think they worked their way out of that corner.
Right. And maybe it's a progression. That's why I said I'm going to chill and reserve judgment.
Yeah.
Maybe it's they're going to progress to it. Because, like, my thing is, if, and I'm not trying to make this racial or anything, if any other character gets
They
killed.
don't kill it off.
Right. If Chris Helmsworth dies, there's no more.
Reed died, then they didn't kill off Superman.
Right,
so
right.
We're gonna stop capping like Chadwick is the Black Panther. Chadwick is Chadwick Boseman. When Chadwick played the baseball player, he's dead, or he's alive. Whatever the hell it is, it's just the fact that when he played Jackie Robinson, you don't kill off Jackie Robinson if he's passed. It's like, stop associating with, and we're gonna stop doing it with these characters of color. Well, first of all, we ain't gonna do it. But I do say this, and you know, I might get a little bit flack. I don't really care. The fact that in the books, the Black Panther goes on to become the King of the Dead. That actually happens. Shuri actually becomes the Black Panther.
That is true.
All right, so that mantle of leadership is passed on and transferred over. So maybe the movie changed from exactly what it would have been, because you would have got a little bit more of Chadwick Boseman as Black Panther. Okay, yeah, we could be upset with that part. We can understand that, but that character has to be recast, right? So what happens is, we saw the birth of, and it could be a birth of a son. Right, that birth of a son could be the growth of the new Black Panther once Shuri takes on, you know, Namor and the Atlanteans, and she finds out that fighting, she's not, you know,
that's not what she is about. No,
exactly.
She's Tony Stark. That's who she is. Like,
she's her mind, Tony Stark like, right? So she's not the warrior. So you have the Domelage that are there for the warrior aspects of it. Chadwick Boseman encompass the greatest mind of Tony Stark and the greatest warrior that we've seen, right? So I guess it will be trying to follow that, but we haven't really found out exactly what happened to Killmonger, right? Because we understand that his cousin didn't want him to go, so they could have put him in chronogenetic freeze, like they did the Winter Soldier when they was trying to heal his mind,
and have a redemption story with him.
Exactly, and he could definitely say, "My cousin's gone, and I'm gonna take this part.
I got to get past this anger that I have, and evolve and be there for my people."
Exactly.
That would be a beautiful story to me,
because he was a good king, right? It's just that his focus was in the wrong areas. It didn't. It came
from anger and hate.
Exactly. From he wanted get back so bad, revenge so bad. But Triller looks dope. Recast that character, because that character should not be locked away because his real life actor that played him, he took a role and played him. Over the years, we have different Superman, we have different Batman, we have a whole bunch of different characters that we did not lose the Joker once Heath Ledger passed away. Right, so good point. Don't do that.
I do feel that to this character. I think the multiverse gives them the out, right? I think
multiverse could be. Let Attic get his balls off.
I do feel like Black Panther and Joker can't really be compared, because the Joker's one entity and Black Panther is a title that they give to people in Wakanda. So, like, if you kill off Joker, you can never use the Joker again. Like, all you have to do is pass the power to someone else, so you use Black Panther again.
Yeah, but I think the thing is, I think we say it that way. We're saying it that way, but we mean T'Challa. Don't kill off T'Challa.
But I thought we were talking about Black Panther, like the.
I think we mean the character. We mean the character of T'Challa specifically.
Not the mantle of leadership, not that aspect of it. We're talking about the actual character of T'Challa himself. Just because Chadwick passed away, the character T'Challa didn't pass away. He's a fictional character in a book that is written and is cast. So, and let's say Chadwick never got that role, right? And somebody else got that role. That is highly possible. These things happen. So
and there's precedent, and we'll move on because we're going long. But
yeah, there's precedent. There's Spartacus. Remember that?
Right, Spartacus,
yeah,
and
they
then
did
also
that mid-season. It was too much money involved.
Spartacus, that, and now even though what you call didn't die, but remember Terrence Howard was War Machine.
Yeah, it was War
initially.
Machine.
Before
he had
guy
too much money, he
and
killed
then,
himself.
Right, and then but we the next Iron Man's whatever we
Nobody
just see.
cared,
What's your
bro.
man name? That's
Yeah, exactly.
What's his name? The
I
dude
think,
that plays
I think
him now.
it's because Chad died.
Don
If he
Cheadle,
just
Don
stepped
Cheadle.
down, I think it would have been a different story. They probably would have recast it. I think that like the thoughts at Marvel is like if we recast, it's disrespecting Chad as a person, I think that's what the mindset is.
I think that's exactly what their mindset is. All I'm gonna say is, I'm before I flip and go crazy, I'm gonna give them the benefit that I have not seen this movie. I need to see it, and maybe the out is what you said, King and Saul, which is down the road we have the multiverse aspect, and it's a smoother transition, and then it happens that way. So a reserve judgment until it's seen.
I think the sister's just going to play Black Panther. That's
she has
how
no
I feel
choice.
like it's going to
She
go.
does it in the book.
I don't. They might pass the torch again later on down the future, but it probably won't be till like Phase 7 or something. I think she's going to be him for a while.
I think they kill her before this movie is over because of all the trouble that was going on set. So I
that's
think
a whole other thing. We could do
Yeah,
another
that's
podcast
another
about
thing.
it.
Yeah,
that's a whole other thing too.
Yeah, I think her character is killed off, regardless to what. That's why when I saw the birth of the child, I said that might be the lead into the next Black Panther.
They could be doing that.
Right,
it's a possibility.
And there's a whole bunch of things that you can do with that, but I don't ever want to overlook the Killmonger aspect of it, because what Marvel doesn't do is they don't vault away characters that they don't use later, and be it What If, because they brought them back in What If.
I see what you're saying.
The fact that you're able to use said character in this aspect, that means that character is still available in your docket. They're gonna use it.
We'll see. Anyway, good question. And they saying Attica mic a little hot now, even though it's close. I'm sorry, I know I made you go close, but now they just turned the volume.
I haven't
down.
moved.
No,
I
you're
haven't
good.
moved.
Just the volume now. Just the volume down slightly.
I haven't messed with the mic, the volume either.
But it's peaking a little.
How about
I can't do anything. I don't have a mouse or a
that's right. You
keyboard.
can't even do that. That's right. Yeah, you can't do that. So it is what it is.
He's at the mercy.
He at the mercy of whatever it is.
I mean, I can put it a little farther away and see if that works.
That might be it. I'm sorry, bro. I know I'm asking you a bunch of stuff. I keep forgetting the keyboard and the mouse today. Saul, super chat.
Hargeet Tani, $5 super chat. Salute to the Lords on the sizzling Sunday. I hope you can keep nice and cool. Thank God for air conditioning. Yeah, Hargeet, thank you. Thank God for air conditioning. That I don't have quite yet. Then we have Simon McKenzie.
37 in the chat. Please hit the like, subscribe, share it out.
Yes, sir.
Simon McKenzie, $10 super chat. Just showing love. Keep up the great work, brothers. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that, man. And we got Lognet's finest, Flame, member for 22 months.
Flame.
Good afternoon, my brothers. It seems my trip to Duviri in Warframe last week left me with some homesickness. Feeling better, but Warframe is outside.
Yeah, he's doing them Warframe. Shout out to Lord's Game down there. He outside with that Warframe. Go check out them articles about
I remember when I saw that at the Xbox One launch, I was like, what the hell is this?
Yep.
And look at it. That's crazy.
It held on and built. It's like mold. It built itself up in the corner. Now it's out of control.
Now it's out of control. It's out there.
Destiny killer.
So we got Raiden Blade, member for 17 months. Hey, bros, I'm listening, paying full attention, but leveling up in World Slayer. The Last of Us Part 1, put that in the bushes. I don't care. It should be 40 to 50 pounds, no more.
You're going to get into it.
Get into it, that's for sure. And we got Dono Taco, $2 super chat. My friend Peppa Pig is lit, though. Variety, Game Pass variety. This is what it does. Then we got Mandingo McThickens.
He back.
He back. $5 super chat. So, to be clear, The Last of Us 2 cost a couple of $100 million to make. The Last of Us 1 remake cost a couple $100 to make. Yet both are $70. Word.
We gonna get into it.
And it's less of a game. You can't forget that.
Ooh, we gonna get it. Save your bars.
Apologies.
I got plenty of bars.
I know you do. He ready. He got the gun tucked. He ready.
Ambient noise. The Bronx is wilding out today. There's parties going on.
I didn't hear anything. I actually don't hear anything.
No, we ain't hear
I'm assuming Yeah, I'm assuming
It's that
everything
mic.
behind me though, because the window's behind me. So I'm assuming everything behind me it catches.
No,
but
I
guess
don't
not.
hear. I don't hear anything.
Oh, beautiful, perfect,
Yeah.
perfect.
No,
No,
you just-
how the mic goes is when you're in front of it. It because my air conditioner's like right here, and you guys can't hear
I
it.
got
Yeah,
my
hear
fan on top right now.
Okay,
Blast.
beautiful,
Yeah.
perfect,
Mine is
perfect.
looking right at me.
Mhm.
Let me stop snitching on myself then.
Yes.
Then we got Hollywood Rules, member for 7 months. Thank you, sir. Another fantastic ILP Sunday with my 4 cousins from around the way talking games.
Salute.
What a night for the MCU. That Wakanda trailer, though. Yeah, I think
Yep.
people was in their
Main
fields. One way or
role.
another, they were in their fields over this trailer. That's for sure.
No question.
Then we got Hargeet Chani once again, $5 super chat. The Last of Us 2 still hasn't delivered any multiplayer content. May come next year after 3 years. And you have to pay extra. Hashtag delay The Last of Us 2. Hashtag Sony charges too much.
We gonna get to it, Huggy. They got they want this topic. They
ready.
want addicts topic.
Then we got the homie Gerald back, member for 22 months.
Gee.
All hail the ILP. Salute the Lord. Shout out to the chat. If you play MetaQuest 2, I challenge you to play Contractors, best VR shooter.
Yeah, we
shout
got
out.
that. We supposed
got
to get that together. Yeah.
Yes, and shout out to
Play that with
ACG.
ACG.
Yeah, that's his joint.
Is it like a hitman type? It's
Contractors
a murder.
five.
It's a murderer
They
thing.
said
Murder
it's,
sim.
What's that?
Murder sim. What the hell?
Like you know, like murder contractors, like assassin.
No, not like nah.
What's
Oh,
that
more
longest
like,
running game? That's the longest running first person game.
You talk about like
on
Counter
PC.
Strike.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like Counter Strike.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That sounds good.
What else we got?
All right. Hollywood Rules, $5 super chat. I totally agree with Cog. Love Chad. T'Challa, he should be recast. I think Feige is playing with words. We will get a T'Challa from another universe.
If they do
Yeah.
that,
That's what I feel like is the
that's
better
the best way to handle it.
solution.
Mhm.
Is have the dude who played Killmonger. I feel like him from a different universe is like he's someone he's T'Challa in a different universe, and he gets stuck in this universe somehow.
Yeah.
I'd rather take him from this universe and being unfrozen and being reprogrammed like they did the Winter Soldier. I mean, they were able to meld his mind. And
I
fix
did-
his mind when
I
he
mean,
messed up.
it's the MCU. They could bring him back somehow because but he
'Cause
was
we never
pretty
got a body
dead.
for him, right?
No, he said. I mean, remember at the end he tells him like, I don't want to be a prisoner. I don't want.
Right,
to
he don't want that.
Yeah, but he
So-
said, sometimes people don't do what you want.
Yeah, that's true too.
We ain't Winter
that's
Soldier in them.
That's-
We gonna
that's why
put
T'Challa
codes
was
in
the evil-
Killmonger.
I would not be surprised if
He
they
was
kept
the
him on
evil
ice.
cousin.
Orange soda, annihilators. They gonna do cold words to get him.
Mark my words, he's on ice.
Cheese
somewhere,
doodles.
bro.
We ain't doing that, King. Nah.
Yeah, we gotta get him
Bro.
out there. The tools gotta come out his nose.
Nah, we can't program the homie. Leave him dead
No,
with the.
he oughta
He
be
wanted
out
to
there.
die like that. He was like, let's
You-
die like that free.
You- How are you going to justify Winter Soldiering someone else?
Winter Soldier Killmonger. We not doing that.
It's a
Because they
deprogramming
could
program.
do it because they're Wakanda. They could do it in a
It's
way
a
that's
kinda
not
Nah.
exactly. They
Oh,
could
so
just, you
now
know,
we're saying Wakanda doing some suspects
Yeah, like
sleep in the
how you do
basement.
it to the people.
What they're gonna do is
they could do
You
it in a
still-
less
Hey, yeah.
invasive way.
Did anybody see? Did anybody see the
Reprogram
boys?
it.
That's-
Nah, I
did
haven't seen
anybody
the boys. I haven't seen the boys.
I see the
All right,
boys.
so the
I see
la-
the boys.
All right, so
Like
Soldier
whatever.
Boy is dope.
Mhm.
All right, you gotta watch it.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's say they getting their butt kicked by Namor,
Mm-hmm.
and they only got the Killmonger button to press.
Mhm.
Hit the Killmonger button.
and then you know it would be horrible, King. They press that button, and Killmonger shows up, and then they all getting owned by it.
He'd be like, "I'll handle y'all after I handle this fish dude."
And then you say that, and then in order for Killmonger to actually be effective, they have to put him back as the Black Panther.
Because as soon as he's done with Namor, they hit the Killmonger kill button. Boop.
Yeah,
Yeah, then what happened when he can't be controlled? He
Put him
loose.
back in the box. Somebody yell out, "Now or later!"
Why gotta be dollars?
It gotta be
And then
epic.
guess what?
It gotta be
And then
epic.
guess what? He gonna end up reversing that programming just like Winter Soldier is.
Yup.
But and then he gonna be the next big bad
He
guy
gonna
for
be
the
here.
Avengers.
He gonna be able to control that boy.
Whatchamacallit, they have a real Killmonger switch and just hit the button.
Yeah,
Got
it's
ridiculous.
like
Go to
when he
sleep,
got
go to sleep,
when he
go to sleep.
got in the wire. they
You
were
guys
like,
are making
"Come on,
this
man,
a-
we're words.
At this point, you're making it a parody. They have a real kill boy.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Time on this foolishness. Sorry. Guys, I'll finish with chat.
Hold on a second. We have, let me see, Hollywood Rules. $5 super chat. I totally agree with Carl. No, we did that already. Gamer by Choice, $5 super chat.
Yeah.
Force him to
Yeah. Don't do
MCU needs Blue Marvel, black man with OP powers and intelligent and has a great story.
Okay.
Yeah, they got to do it before Warner Brother does it.
All right, let's go.
All right. Then we have, hold on a second. We got Gaming Forte, $5 super chat. Happy Sunday, Lords. Hope all is well. And as always, hey, King Boo Boo.
I got the civet, man, right now. I got to drink the
Go get the civet. Okay. Well, I feel it. What else? Al?
Then we have Server Error with the £2 super chat. If Pepper is worth $40, then The Last of Us remake is at least 2 times that.
No. All right.
Then we got Hollywood Rules, $5 super chat. That birth was Namor being born child, had wings on his feet. I think they're pandering as a black man recasting T'Challa. Too important not to exist. That is true. Hold on a second. Then we got the homie Fonzarelli. Remember 15 months up, brother.
Okay, talk live.
I'm with y'all as well. Don't cut off T'Challa. His character is too big to just let go. Definitely don't want his sister taking the mantle.
I wonder if the reason they're not doing it is because they knew his situation and it was always in the story that he would get killed off. It's just they didn't know when.
Well, he was supposed to become King of the Dead anyway. So it's that aspect of it does happen in the books, and is probably one of the best reads when Shuri does become the Black Panther. She is a little bit more vicious than he is, a little bit more cutthroat. She rules a little bit differently than he does, but Black Panther has to go on and guard the land of the dead. And he's not there to govern at that period of time. It's just a different storyline in the books, and I think Kruger was going to explore that regardless.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how they handle it. I can't wait to see before I cast judgment. What else we got? Saul?
Okay, then we got Suicide King, $2 super chat. The Last of Us topic: make King walk through the metal detector.
Right.
You ready for that?
Ready.
Then we got Big Mad Mo, member for 25 months. Thank you, brother. Thank you for chiming in. And we have, hold on, let me scroll slowly. Let me run back a little bit just to make sure. I think we're good.
Right.
Nope, got one more. Big Cloud Gaming, $5 super chat. So far, Phase 4 of the MCU was underwhelming, to be honest. I got emotional nonetheless. Such an awesome trailer and tribute to Chadwick Boseman.
No doubt.
You said Phase 4 was underwhelming.
A lot of people say that, King. I'll be saying
It was underwhelming to me.
They feel it doesn't have direction.
And here's the thing,
It does, though.
It was underwhelming to me, but I don't think Phase 4 was ever supposed to be wowing. Like, we just went off with the Thanos thing. Like, this is pre-building back up to another epic battle.
Yeah, but Phase. Okay, so I tend to disagree. I think Phase 4 was shoring up the power of the streaming aspect of Disney Plus, because all the shows that we did get for the Disney Plus aspect of it pushed the narrative forward little by little to give you quality shows at home, as well as the big budget stuff in the movies. I thought Thor: Love and Thunder was fantastic. I'm thinking these shows is really good, like Miss Marvel and stuff like that.
Yeah,
they're giving you different characters.
I think a lot of people not considering the shows as part of the phase, but I think
it is though.
But it is though. It is. It really is. So yeah, I think it's a different look than what we know so far.
I think that's another thing that streaming service has restructured how they do things, because it used to be they would probably try to make, a movie, but instead of making a movie, it's like, let's just make it a TV show. I think it's like they have a little bit more of a middle ground. Like, there's a character that gauges interest, but they don't know if they want to make it to a full-blown movie. Then let's make it to a TV show, see how the interactions are with the fans, and if depending going on there, we'll see if we want to use that character more.
Like She-Hulk.
She-Hulk. We get more Daredevil.
Oh, I'm happy about that.
And then you saw Freshman. You saw Spider-Man Freshman.
Freshman.
Yeah, it's
X-Men 97.
Yeah, man. Don't throw off as the fourth phase as throwaway. I think the fourth phase, like Attic says, is bricklaying for the foundation going forward. We did this huge phases before.
You got to keep in mind that they they're still dealing with losing Iron Man, losing Captain America.
Yep.
Thor has 1 foot out the door at this point too. It's just like they know they're gonna have to rotate people and have people take the place. And Doctor Strange, let's be real here, he's been at this for a minute at this point. So it's just like they know this isn't about just building a universe. This is about who's on the way out that we have to replace in the near future.
Yeah, and then the Fox deal and all that too.
That's why you see. That's why they're doing stuff with the Eternals. Like they're trying to, build up a bunch of characters so they can decide who does what where.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel that. Anyway, we good?
Yeah, I think we're caught up.
All right. I guess we are here for the main event. Everybody here? Attic, you good? You are set up?
No,
you good?
One last super chat before we start. Necromancer's Ale, $10 super chat. There's too much Marvel in too short a time. Also, we're in the lower run characters most people don't know or care about. I don't trust Disney anymore with classic characters.
You're crazy.
I've been hearing that, King. A lot of people.
You're crazy. I don't care what he said.
Here's the thing, though.
Like on God in them. No. First of all, you dudes are weirdos.
Why they weird?
I'm gonna say you weirdos. Characters we don't care about. First of all, Kamala Khan begs to differ. All these characters that are actually coming at you. You saw Monica Rambeau. You don't even know who Photon is, and you sitting there, you capping. Like these things. You saw White Vision.
I think
White Vision actually happened. This stuff is actually happening.
I think what it is
don't read. Y'all don't want to read.
I think what it is we're coming off of the best couple movies that the phase 1 through 3 had to offer, and now people are going into this next phase, which is literally rebuilding it up. We don't even know who the main antagonist really is. For the
Addict is all cap.
Okay, let me finish my
go
topic.
Go ahead with your layman terms of it, and I'm gonna give you the spiel.
And I think what it is people have this high expectation because of Endgame, because of Infinity War. Now every movie they're like, if it doesn't hit me like those movies hit me, we got issues. And it's just like, look, like that is the conclusion. You're never gonna get the same type of thing from that type of engagement like that. Infinity War is some of probably of the best movies that's ever been around.
Yeah, it was insane.
Now, I'm gonna say this: it was you guys that saw those last 2 movies. You didn't support none of the other movies. Some of you did, some of you didn't. You came in for Infinity War and Infinity Gauntlet, and you like, this is the greatest movies ever, and everything else after that is trash. You don't know the story, you don't know nothing, and it can't be nothing else greater than this. Y'all guys came in on the high. You jumped in on the boat when it was all the way at the peak, and the roller coaster goes down and it goes back up. Those are the fraud dudes. and these are dudes. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you right now. It was the greatest. So did you see Iron Man 3? Well, not really. Well, you know what? Did you see Guardians of the Galaxy 2? You remember when Ego? What happened was
I gotta be lack of knowledge is the reason.
These dudes is only there for 2 movies, and that's it, man. Get out.
Here's the thing, too, is I think they hyper focused on a couple characters during the first couple phases. They're trying to do the way it's looking like, and I don't know anything about comic books, but the way I was told is now they're going to be focusing more on like what's going on Earth, what's not going on Earth. There's going to be more directions and main stories than just like one key component. Like I think in phase 6, there's 2 Avengers in 1 year. So clearly they're not focusing on one independent story. And in order to do that effectively, you have to tell multiple stories throughout the years to get to that point.
Oh, they coming for King. There's like King is dead wrong. I'm sorry, King is capping.
First.
Hold on, let me let the last one they went at you.
No, you ain't in color. We ain't talking to you. We taking it back to the old.
We taking it back to the.
If your words want to be heard up on this stage,
These are the uneducated that you. Okay, I'm sorry, child. I was reading it for free, but
now who's making that chatter over there?
So someone needs to pop in with that lightning bolt and throw it straight through King's chest.
Yo, Saab. What's up with all the chatter down there? Who got all the chatter? See, if I'm Zeus, I'm talking just like this. Who got all the chatter down there? Step to the podium, come up. If you want your name called, speak up into the mic. You have to walk up here, hit the button where the money say. When the money say you want to be heard, I'm not reading.
So these are the dudes that's not supporting. These are the dads.
You supporting. Y'all can play in the bushes. Don't think I'm going to listen to y'all.
I actually don't like it as much as I don't think Phase 4 like lived up to my expectations what I would have liked it to be. I didn't mind it. Like I wasn't a big fan of Doctor Strange's Multiverse Madness, whatever the hell that movie was called. And you know the last movie, I even forgot what it was called already.
Thor Love and Thunder.
I thought that was okay. It wasn't exceptional by any means, but I really liked I liked a lot of the TV shows.
Time out. Necromancer Zell, you know I love you. $10 super chat. King, read my post in the chat. Here's $10. You should have copied and pasted it and put it right there.
Hold on, no, but I'm gonna read out of respect. He said, "I read the comics, King. The 2010 comics plus comics are garbage. I remember the 80s, 90s, and early 2000 comics were far better." So he's like, "Yeah, it's not it."
Me now again. How do you feel about
Necromancer? You just threw that lightning bolt straight through his chest.
You know, he threw a lightning bolt, and you saw me sitting there rubbing the berries and the juices on my chest, and I told my son to beat him up.
Wow.
Anyway, listen, and for y'all that didn't see Thor, you were in trouble because we just spoiled it.
Well, they wouldn't have known unless you didn't say anything.
They will know now. You, Mr. Spoiler Alert. Did y'all like Thor: The Dark World? All your guys that want a serious Thor, I want a serious, boring Thor.
Isn't that the second one? Wasn't that the second one?
Thor. Dark World was utter trash. I agree. And the first Thor movie was type slight garbage as well. So when Taika got over and he did his joint Thor Ragnarok, that saved that franchise, that allowed it to breathe. And this last movie definitely gave it some legs. 2 weekends in a row, it's been #1. And I'm sick and tired of these fake fans talking all this stuff, and then I read the books. You don't read the book.
King might be
skim the books, but you didn't read the books.
King might be on to something too. Like I do feel like the Avengers that they are building up to take over the Avengers that are out the door. I don't feel like none of them are as like charismatic as like any of the other ones. Like charismatic. I will say Doctor Strange, like he's one of the last remaining ones. I will say that's all that's like really memorable. Like I can't really like, I'm not saying that they don't have the oomph, but what I will say is like I just don't
I mean, once you get Blair, you get Mahershala in there, like
you'll see.
But they're not here though. They're not here yet. We're talking about
on the MCU podcast. I'm not trying to be here for 6 hours today.
Kyle, you know why this happened? This happened because we were supposed to do that Love and Thunder joint. And this is exactly none of that got out. None of that got out.
Oh my Lord.
See, Attic know, because me and Attic was sitting there like, yo, let's get it popping. And yo, I'm gonna tell you right now. Every time I turn on my TV, Cog is on the podcast. So I said, "There's no way that this guy could do anything."
Whoa! Is Blade supposed to be PG-13?
No.
Yeah. They confirmed it.
It's trash.
He left
trash.
He left the King's team.
Nah, there's no way you can make a Blade PG-13. It's like trying to make. It's just trying to make what's his name? Deadpool PG-13.
Well,
maybe it's not as bad, but come on, man. Blade is PG-13.
Well, let's see what happenens.
Moving along, we got super chats.
We got a
We never get to the first topic.
They're on it now. Y'all ridiculous. Y'all
Look at the chats now. Not even chat MCU stuff. Like we never gonna get to the topic.
Hold up. Clearly, the chat likes the MCU talk. We might talk about making some form of content when it comes to MCU.
Yeah, that has to
I
happen.
do it every week. What the hell you talking about? Wait a second.
But let's be real here. Unless I go, hold up. Unless I edit that, for the most part, you don't see that unless you're on the website. So,
Lords of Gaming.net, Lord's Minute. Make sure you check that out. King, the Prince, Ty, fantastic MCU.
We do this every week.
It's almost like forget them topics.
Yeah, they want to talk MCU. Like I've never seen this. Like the chat does not want to talk gaming. They want to talk MCU.
You know why? This weekend is San Diego Comic Con.
Yeah.
And let me tell you something. If everything was in order, me and Cog would have been out there. We'd have probably transitioned straight to PAX right after that. And yeah, we obviously see you guys like this content.
No, clearly. I mean, well, look, it's nerd culture, game culture, nerd culture. We know
we'll
that, man.
We'll move on to
It's a-
gaming though.
it's
a
We'll move on to
cross-section.
gaming.
No doubt.
Well, it's like I told you guys. I will work with them, and we'll do something for your MCU tastes.
Yes.
Yes.
KO3 Black Truth solve. I think that's where we at.
Yeah, we got a couple. Hold on a second. I'm copy pasting one.
Yeah, because
Look at-
I'm caught up.
look-
So I'm going to help.
Look at Delilah. So where's the ILP marketing department? He's helping with the version. Like,
So hold on. So we got Necromancer Zale,
We read
$10
that.
super chat. So did you read the post?
Yeah, I read the
You
post. We
Okay,
did that.
Okay.
We did that.
So we got KO3 Black Truth, $5 super chat. My bad. Didn't mean to start no beef. Just thought the trailer was a beautiful tribute to Chad. Ain't no beef.
No, you good. You good. Black Truth. It just sparked a great discussion. It's no
Exactly.
beef. It was just a great discussion.
We got Edwin Garcia, $5 super chat. I think Neil has a big ego, and ever since he took over Naughty Dog,
you have time in the background, Carl. You have both of them running at the same time.
the games have become too dark. They need new leadership, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I
They
don't know,
just
that's-
became more real.
Yeah. Oh, we got Lord Metroid, $5 super chat. The main issue with the current Marvel is Disney. They let writers and producers, they are not comic book writers and artists to begin with.
I don't agree.
It's
I
different.
think
It's a
they-
different medium. You can't.
Just keep reading. We can't
I
do
think
this
they
anymore.
respect-
Like-
Let's take 10 minutes every time.
I think they respect the source material, but I won't discount their interpretations of the characters.
Yeah.
Okay.
just keep going.
Yes, please.
Necromancer's Ale, $5 super chat. X-Men and Fantastic Four are going to make or break them.
I would agree there.
Yeah.
I would agree there.
Mhm.
Those are important.
They're gonna be in trouble with
Yeah.
those.
They messed
Yeah.
those, especially X-Men. Yeah. Good
Yeah.
Wolverine. Put a
Yeah, we-
mask on that man.
Yeah, let's do that. Alvin, $5 super chat. Kingspin, absolute facts. Folks want to jump straight from Infinity War to Secret Wars without the build-up.
all right. That's fair. That's fair.
Then we got Tai Casares, $15 super chat. What black heroes need a game? For me, Blade and Storm would be awesome. Also, if you want my face, King, I'll give it to you. I give it to you for those brows.
Oh.
Whoa.
Shout
Whoa.
out. Shout out.
What's going on there?
Trading. Great content, Lords. Amazing.
Great God.
Hey, get out of here.
You like that Addict show? That's what's up. Salute to Ty.
Then we got Slowmo backslapping for 26 months. Shout out to you, brother. I'll tell you what. They messed up the X-Men and we're going to have problems. They call them X people and I'm yelling in all caps all over Twitter. The X people.
Oh, yeah. Listen, man. Gotta see how I go down.
How the mutants identify is how they identify. What's wrong?
Yeah. Well,
Man,
they did. Man, Dingo McThickens, $5 super chat. Thor: Love and Thunder was not good. Iron Man 1 is still at the top 5, along with Winter Soldier, Infinity War, Civil War, and Endgame. King is off his medication today.
All right, he got a kick out again.
So
Oh no!
you said Thor: Love and Thunder isn't good compared to what metric and what barometer you using?
He said Iron
Because-
Man, Winter Soldier, Infinity
Yeah,
War,
you're
Civil War,
talking
Endgame.
about you sat there and cherry picked the field. Go through those Thor movies and you cherry pick the best. It's 4 of them. So which ones are the best ones?
That's a good
let's
point.
if you
For
want to
Thor,
play
yeah.
that game, well, don't look and say, well, I don't like Thor compared to Iron Man. Don't do that. Compare those 4 Thors, and you tell me which ones. But I can tell you which ones
right
suck the
around
most,
Love
and I can
and
tell you which
Thunder.
ones are the
Definitely
best.
better, yeah.
The last 2.
Yeah, I would
So
agree. I would
so
agree.
stop with the cap. Stop trying to make it fit your narrative. Only person that needs meds is you. And what I want you to do is sit back and
Jesus.
put the
Dingo
eye
alone.
drops in your eyes. Here, you can use this, the nose spray. Use it in your eyes.
I'm done. Stop abusing the
All
chat.
right,
kid.
last 2, then we move on.
Yes,
Tai
please.
Casares, $3 super chat. Yeah, we will never get R-rated from Disney. I hope that's not true. Gamer by choice, $2
We already
super
got
chat.
it. Deadpool.
I want a good. Yeah, they're not changing Deadpool.
Nope.
I want a good Hulk story in a movie, World Breaker.
They
That'd be
doing
nice.
that. All right. So Mark Ruffalo has signed. He signed on for 4 more projects, right?
That's cool.
What they're surmising is the 4 projects is going to be that World Breaker Hawk is going to be on the Disney Channel. This was talked about in San Diego Comic-Con. So it's going to be broken up into 4 parts. But then what they're trying to say is that they just only encompass one project. So hopefully that's it. And hopefully the She-Hulk is the second project. And he has 2 more projects that's left in the MCU. I would love to see Hulk versus Hercules at some point, because I think him and Thor will have to team up in order to beat Hercules.
Sounds like the chat wants King.
How you feel about that Last of Us?
Yeah, I mean, here at ILL Podcast, we talk about games. Because clearly the chat wants a separate branch of ILP.
Sorry. We had to answer the people.
Slow-mo, let's keep the MCU to no slow-mo. It's not. I'm not doing 6 hours. No, I love y'all though. But all right, so we got to move on. Finally,
we were doing so
good. With the time, I'm like, yo, we gonna have.
It was 20 minutes. We was almost done with intros.
I was like, oh, we gonna have a concise show, maybe the 3-hour mark, maybe. Anyway, so Addict Man, this is what the people are here for. Do you want me to set it up? You want to talk about what's going on with The Last of Us, man?
Yeah, I'll set it up.
Let's go.
I can't make it more dramatic because I can't get the mic closer to me. But look, man. So there's been, obviously, we got a Last of Us remake coming, and a lot of us thought that it was going to be a relevant remake, a remake of all remakes, a remake that everyone just wants to point at and said that was my game, but we didn't get that. We didn't get rehabilitated combat or any kind of gameplay mechanic improvements besides the PS5 tax, the haptic feedback, and the what's that other whack thing they do? The 3D audio. Gotta be whack. So
that's actually high.
That's actually really good.
So we didn't get none of that. But you know what we got, King? Guess what we got, King?
What we got, sir?
We got a $70 title, and you know what that gets you, King?
What, sir?
It gets you a little bit, a little bit better looking game. You know what else it gets you, King?
What it gets me, sir?
It gets you some more stuff that PS5 tax. They're gonna put that $10 on there for you to access.
Does it get us factions? Do we get the factions?
No, I'm getting there. Okay, I'm
hungry, man. I'm hungry. Come on,
King. You know what it doesn't get you?
What it don't get me?
It doesn't get you half the game.
Wait. So, Addict. Okay, let me get this right. They're releasing a game that's a remake on the PlayStation. This is a PlayStation 3 game, right? So this is a remake of a remake from a PlayStation 3 game to a PlayStation 4 game. But every time it jumps platforms, it loses more content.
Yeah, true.
Actually, you know what's crazy? You actually.
Here come the tag team.
For more bang with your buck. You have a better chance.
Wait. We lose more content, but the price go up.
Here the tag team come of King and Addict. Here it comes. Here it goes. Stockton and Malone. The assist. This is what they do.
Would it be safe to say that you have a better value to go out there and pick up that PS4 version?
Well, no, I say you go just pick up the PS3 version, just play the game. Wow. Because you get the whole game in its entirety, right? It comes with factions. It comes with all that stuff. So, all right. So, wait a second. You got a PlayStation 5 with less content, paid more, but don't use the features inside the box? Wait a second.
It uses the features.
So PlayStation 3. They're stuffed inside of PlayStation 4, but and then PlayStation 5, but they're giving you PlayStation 5 prices. I got it now.
So you know what's funny too, King, is the fact that people are trying to justify this. Now, I'm not going to say you shouldn't go out there and buy this. If you really love Last of Us and you want to play that game, that's one thing. Go out there and pay that overpriced $70 for half a game that you paid for in 2013 and 2014. All I'm saying is that it is okay to support it, but still deem it not cool. And I feel like a lot of people feel like you can only be on one side or the other.
I'm confused. Can I?
What are you confused about, King?
Does it come with all the DLC? Because The Last of Us 1 had a lot of DLC. Does it come with all of it?
It just
Last
comes with
of Us 1 had one DLC. It had one DLC.
I thought it had 2 DLCs because
just left behind.
It comes with that.
So
too,
it comes with that, but the DLC is upgraded. Everything's upgraded. So you just get The Last of Us in its complete story upgraded, right? I think that's good.
I think the cutscenes and certain things was overhauled, but if you look at like some of the gameplay, it doesn't look that much better than the original game.
Well,
like as far as gameplay itself,
what I heard was updated. It was just the visual upgrades from the PlayStation 4. They took it to the next level. I don't know. I'm in a part where I say for new players that want to play a good story that they don't know about, and I'm with Paris Lily here. There's no new story content to it, so $70 should not be the price tag of it. I think maybe $40-$50. I'm with that and along with that price line of it. But again, if for the new people coming in, this is a huge bargain on a great game for those people. So it's about what you deem worthy of your $70. I don't know. It's just a conundrum, to be honest.
And I will say that, look, I'm not going to say 100% that this was like some what's the word, like deceiving marketing, because they were using words like rebuilt from the ground up. You know what I'm saying? But then when you look at the game, when you look at the game, it just looks like it's a rock above ground up. Like it doesn't look that drastic. Now, it's like I said, the cutscenes, they redid a lot of stuff like that. It does look like it. But as far as like the gameplay, and when you're going around shooting people, which is 80% of the game for the most part, it doesn't look drastically better. It just looks, you could tell. I will say it is visually different. You could tell it's different, but is it $70 different? I don't know. And especially if you're looking at from the count that they're taking away the factions that was in the game, there's no multiplayer in it. It just, to me, the PS4 version is still a better option than this version, because at least you get the factions, you get to actually play. And I don't understand, if you did all that work, why not just go the extra mile and give them the factions too? Obviously, it's because they have this free to play. I don't know if it's going to be free to factions. It's coming out next year. But to me, you put out this product, and not only did you strip some of the features out of the product, but you're giving it at a pretty much like it's a brand new product price point. And I think that's what
your main issue is.
It's not even 60, it's 70. So not only they're like, you know what, King, we're gonna charge you $70 for the campaign that looks better. We're not gonna give you the factions that was in this game. We ain't doing that. And you know what? We're going to charge $60 for this. But you know what, King? They want to play this on the PS5. So we're going to have to put that $10 PlayStation 5 tax on the end of this, because if you want that haptic feedback and the 3D audio, you're going to pay us for that. I know we promoted...
That stuff costs money, man. And the fast SSD needs the money, man. You know how it goes.
But here's my thing. I know it costs money, but I paid $500 to access those features.
That was just to get in the club, bro. The drinks are not
I don't want to get nickel and dimed. I don't want to get nickel and dimed every time I want to play it.
Don't come to this club. This club is all about the payers, not the players. So when you walk in, $500 to get in the door, plus we're going to hit you with a little bit of side tax, boom, boom. If the StockX line is on this side, you can expedite it inside. But once you're inside, everything costs. Oxygen costs, water costs. Yo, with the sounds that's coming out the speakers, you pay a $10 tax to get the audio in the club when you come inside. To sit down on the stool, you pay the $10 to sit down on the stool. For the bartender to talk to you, you pay $10 for the bartender to talk to you just to take your drink selection. And God forbid that you see people dancing, because you have to see it. That's $10 also. And if you want the upgraded glasses, because they give you 3D glasses when you walk in. If you want the upgraded, that's $15.
He's stupid.
So we know that Sony is for the players, right? Nah, they for the payers. And they've been telling you guys for the longest, you guys gonna pony up.
Here's the thing though. Sony, I have no problem with trying to go out there and give money, because that's what that company does. Sure, it's slimy. Maybe they should be a little bit more to the people that actually invest into their PlayStation day one. Because I personally feel like they've been taking advantage of them people since day one.
That's stupid.
But at the end of the day, I do feel like the consumer should speak up. And I don't think a lot of them do. They're like, they did enough.
They turned their Twitter off. They literally turned their Twitter off last week.
I get that. But even if Sony turns their quote-unquote Twitter off, they're gonna see it. They can't. The whole company can't turn their Twitter off.
How they gonna talk to them if they shut their main source
Here's the
off?
thing. No, I don't believe in that. We've seen multi-trillion-dollar companies bend the knee to Twitter. So
No, they bend the knee to Fortnite.
But see, here's the thing. Like one of these games, I think it was Spider-Man. You had to pay for the upgrade or something. Yep. Twitter got at the ass, and they reversed that. They reversed it. So it like Sony will reverse stuff.
They reversed that.
They reversed it. They reversed a couple things since but it's just like when it comes to this $10
they
fee,
just charged you more for the PC version.
But when it comes to this $10 fee, that people's like, look, I'm not saying that the industry shouldn't be charging us $70. I do feel like how many generations we're gonna go without that increase to the cost of the game? I don't agree with it. Why
they gotta do it?
I don't agree
with
it.
You don't like them setting the tone.
No, I don't like them dudes doing because they look nefarious when they doing it. If Nintendo did it, I'd be like, okay.
You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? I interrupt the chat on me, man, in the comment section.
I thought we were going back and forth. Every time I mind my business, I'm in my phone. You be like, right, King? So you brought me right
That is true.
Did I say right, King? No, I didn't.
I thought y'all was doing a tag team commercial. I didn't know what was happening. So with me and Saul been patiently waiting to talk.
All I'm saying.
When we run DMC, when you say so,
that's right. That's right. I initiated this tag team. I'm the one that ends it.
He kicked you off the stage. He kicked you off the stage quick. Go ahead.
So when you say tricky, then I jump in.
Continue, Addict.
You gotta bring me some coffee when you jump.
Man. Man.
Now I'm a runner. Give me some coffee.
Possible. Continue.
It just to me, look, if Sony wants to do this, that's up to them. But I feel like people are just like, okay, do it. Like, Xbox did the Xbox Live thing. I feel like because both fan bases band together, they're like, yo, man, call Phil. We need to change this. We can't do this. Like, we getting destroyed on Twitter. We getting ratioed everything we post. So they naturally reverse that. But it's just like something as easy as being charged. And it would be different if I saw like significant features, but when we go back to just the $10 upgrade for the PS5 features, again, you shouldn't have to pay a $10 PS5 tax to access the features that they promoted to you promoting the PS5. That's just my opinion.
Soft. Justice Battles, a lot of strong feedback, a lot of strong. This is what Attic is saying. I see a lot of that on Twitter as well. So now that the dust has settled, Last of Us Remake, what are your thoughts on this controversy?
So this is for them to create more fluidity between the show that's upcoming and bringing new people to the game, right? Because the hope is that they watch the show and was like, well, this is awesome. Let's go play this video game that I never thought about even playing, right? And when they go, they're going to see, well, damn, hopefully their PS5's out in a while, but they're going to be like, okay, this is the version, right? They want a version out there that's modern, that has all of the things that people expect of a modern game. And I understand it from that point of view, right? But I think Attic pointed something out that's key, right? When it comes to appealing to people that have played the game already, right? The hardcore that have played the game on a PS3, they played the remaster on PS4. When you look at that, I'm hearing a baby.
Yeah, some baby.
Like, I agree.
There's a whole child in the background.
That's right. Did it up. Did it
That's right.
So this should never be done in a $10 tax.
How it go, King?
Sony, baby.
No.
Continue.
So when you look at that, I get it from the hardcore point of view, because when you look at the game, right, they sat there for 10 minutes and they told us all the beautiful, hot new stuff you could do. Oh, the walls deform when you shoot them now. Now the things that you could bump into are a lot more. But the things that we really wanted to see and what we've seen of remakes of late, and this is the thing, when you think about Resident Evil 2, right? When you even think about a game like the Shadow of the Colossus remake, which is a kind of a moment for moment remake, completely different art style, remade from the ground up. It looks and feels different, but it is that game. That's kind of what, at the minimum, I hoped and expected from this. And here, when you look at it in practice, they may have done a whole bunch of beautiful things underneath the hood, but in practice, when you look at it, it's like, it don't look that much different. Like, you didn't add exposition to it, right? If you would have taken Last of Us 1 is a smaller game, right? Last of Us 2, they turned it, and I called it this when I played it. I was like, it feels like Splinter Cell. They turned it into a stealth simulator. If they would have taken those same properties and tried to apply them and really, like Alex said, go the extra mile with this remake and make that game feel more alive, then I'm like, all right, cool. Everything I've seen is aesthetic, and that is cool in and of itself to make the best version of that game. But when you look at it in practice, it doesn't seem much different. It just doesn't feel much different. So I get the argument that it's a cash grab or whatever. And then there was, again, this didn't come from Sony, but the early leaks that we heard about this game coming out, some of the statements made around it by people in the know that got this information was like, yeah, they originally wanted to make the first Uncharted game, remake that from the ground up, right? And the first Uncharted game, imagine that remade in the Uncharted 4 engine. That would be gorgeous. Too much work, right? That was that's kind of what came out of this. Is like, oh, that's too much work. Let's do something that's going to require less work. So immediately, the verbiage and the language around it is indicative of less work in order to make money, which feels like a cash grab. So again, it's one of those things, those words didn't come out of their mouths, but this is what happens when stuff leaks, right? And that's another thing. Naughty Dog got to shore up their leaks, bro.
This leaking,
this leaking always puts them in a bad situation.
I felt bad, though.
I do feel bad.
Especially with part 2.
It's my man Henry. Henry don't like what's been going on at Naughty Dog.
Yeah, Naughty Dog.
So anytime something's supposed to go down, Henry gonna leak it. And Henry need that TMZ dollars.
Oh, Doug, continue, so.
But that's pretty much it, man. It's not. I'm gonna be honest. I'm looking at it, and I was hoping for more. I'm not getting this on launch. I'll wait for it to come to the service, because it will come to the service at some point. I just played Last of Us again in 2020, right before part 2. I don't need to play it, again, unless they come out and be like, "Yo, they added exposition here. They added cutscenes here. They filled in this blank."
Did you see like the PlayStation official Twitter with the thing that came out after the leaks? The kind of.
Well, I probably did, but what did they specifically say?
No, it was just more of like just clearly. I'll talk about what it was. But no, I hear what you're saying.
Jump in. Like for me, again, it's a no-go for me at launch. I understand why they're doing it, and it makes sense from a financial standpoint and what they're trying to do with this property moving forward. It 100% makes sense. But I also can't argue with the hardcore that's like, when we've seen other remakes and kind of the extra mile they've gone to, this feels undercooked for that. And I don't want to diminish the work that's been done on it, because obviously they sat there for 10 minutes telling us all the stuff they did under the hood to make it a better game. And I appreciate that and respect that. And I'm sure I'm going to notice that when I play, but to just looking at it on the surface and watching 10 minutes of gameplay of it, I'm like, there's not much
for you
that I'm going to notice moment to moment that's really going to push me to be like, I have to play this day one. So that's it.
No doubt. King, do I go on because y'all had to tag?
Nah. I'm already done.
Oh, okay. I just want to make sure.
I'm just adding a little sprinkle, a little salt.
Yeah, this was a crazy week, man. This was one I'd never seen nothing like this. Let's do the timeline. The start of the week happened. Shout out to Special Nick, I believe. He was the one that, at least the first that I saw, have the footage of the game, right? And the leaks of the game in motion, in gameplay. And, Twitter responded in kind. They were not impressed. It looked, again, the footage that was shown, right, looked kind of washed out. Obviously, the compression and HDR and stuff, that's going to be affected in any type of Twitter or, decompress. But I think one of the standouts that I saw was that, like, one of the people were under the impression that when it gets built from the ground up, that they'll have Last of Us 2 prone, that the things in Last of Us dodge, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then like, just reworked AI like the way they were saying. And I think in one of the clips, the only thing, I didn't judge it, even though Twitter was going in. I didn't judge it on the graphics. I'm like, I'm gonna wait until the official Sony footage before I go crazy and say the graphics look whack, right? The only thing that I did see the AI, you know how like your companion AI, they follow you. Yeah. And what was expressed was that, you know, when they shoot, now with the technology, you're going to have that, you know, they're going to be smart. They're going to be taking routes and stuff like that. In that particular footage, I still see the AI doing kind of old school Last of Us 1 stuff, not aware. So I was like, that was the only thing that really bothered me. Everything else, I'm like, you know what? I'm waiting until the thing, because to be honest, this was something I had my heart on. Like, I was like, yeah, I'm probably going to pick this up. You know what I'm saying? I'll be honest. Now, what's funny is it got so crazy on social media. If you ask me, PlayStation, there's no way PlayStation just put that out right after. Like, to me, that was we got to get in front of this. That is not our footage. That's not how the game looked. And they broke it down. They had the 10-minute joint. The graphics look better. I was like, okay. And then in defense of PlayStation, we don't know when that footage was taken in the build. You know what I'm saying? So
in
that's
the leaked build, you mean?
Right, in the leak,
right.
But I'm not gonna go crazy. I'm just gonna look at gameplay stuff and see what's going on. So when I saw that footage, I was like, no, graphically it looked nice. It looked good. The models look good. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Now I get it. The Last of Us 2 gang is like, fam, where's the prone? Where's the dodge? You know what I mean? And the Last of Us 2 fan, a lot of people like, yo, that $70 ain't it. You know what I'm saying? Like, people don't feel what was offered, and they go down, they go into a whole thing. They're doing the 4K, they're doing the 60, they're doing the dynamic feedback, the haptic feedback, they're doing the VRR, you know what I'm saying? But to Addict's point, you know, the multiplayer is a big part of the game, you know, and that's not there, right? So, look, me personally, this is something I plan on getting. I'm just not getting it.
You said VRR.
Shut up.
I
know you. This is something I plan on getting.
Stupid.
COG doesn't feel it's worth 70 based on what we've seen so far. However, I am not going to knock someone if they like, yo, I'm in. Because let's be real, when it's your joint that you love, you copping. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, if it's the joint for you and they come out and it's whatever.
But brother, I love that game.
I feel you.
King loves that game.
I feel you.
I really love Last of Us 2 more because of Abby.
Yeah, no, I know. Yeah, I know. No, it's soft. I feel y'all. And I see a lot of people in the PlayStation community like, nah, that ain't it. And I gotta respect it. It's one of those.
Are they waking up?
I see
now,
some
all
people.
All of a sudden, now that's not it. Now this is the last straw. This
the last
all
time,
the stuff
Shaun.
that's been happening so far this year. Because I told you, remember. And sorry to jump in your segment,
go,
but it's just a callback to, yo, King, I got to see they mess ups in order to say,
oh, I see where you go.
They're slipping. Yeah. And I said, okay, well, it started with Gran Turismo. No, it started with Horizon. No, it was Horizon, then Gran Turismo, right? Yeah, it was Horizon. Then it was Gran Turismo. Now here we go again. Here we go again.
Shout out.
And it's like, this nefarious dude has always been at the center of all this controversy. And I said every week, I don't have a topic, but I just said, I leave it up to the gods. Sony would do something this week to allow me to have something to talk about. And for a fan base to say, this ain't it. And y'all have accepted a lot. You do have brought a lot of remakes of a lot of remakes. And this remake right here, the kids is crazy. The remake, this remake has broke the camel's back.
Well, here's the thing. And Addict, go. You wanted to say something before I go? Oh, you good?
Yeah. Sorry.
No, you good.
We're having like a little family thing, so there's nowhere else for for my girlfriend to go while we do the podcast. They're behind the green screen, so that's what you're hearing.
You good.
But it's just like, look, like I'm not saying don't buy this. Go out there and buy it if you want to. All I'm saying is just like, it's just crazy the amount of scoping that some of these companies do. They get away with everything, everything. But it does feel like some other companies can't get away with what other companies do all the time.
Yeah, I mean, what we know, listen, is it's always all going to be on reputation and delivering a good game. And the people who deliver good games, in their defense, they had a masterpiece with the first one. So they're going to be allotted more cachet than another studio. That's just, it's not fair, it's not equal, but that's just how it goes. But this, to me, is the thing. And, you know, there's some talk about, you know, on the other side, like, yo, dudes is hating on Naughty Dog, and they always leaking they joint. And then there's another thing where it's like, okay, I got to be real. And this is the part where I do emphasize to people that's like, yo, that's not it. Is I look at a situation like Gears 1 Ultimate Remake, right? Had everything rebuilt pretty much from the ground up, 4K 60, similar situation. Multiplayer was brought over, right? And then the price point was $40. So that's, I think, the strongest argument. Like, why is the need for the 70, right?
But they want to pay the 70 though.
Right. And here's the thing. Sony knows.
Yes.
And this is why I got to give Sony credit. Sony knows because the market and the data, what they have, what they analytics, their base, they know we going to say this and y'all going to do it.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Well,
until the base fights back with their wallet and says no, but see, the thing is, when you have the banger, right? And you have the
But
people.
is this a banger though? This is a
come on, Last of Us
even-
is a classic.
It's not even about having a banger or anything. It's about taking advantage of people's passion. And look, it happens in
Absolutely.
every industry.
But-
Sooner or later, like you're never someone that's passionate about something. It's like I'm not gonna just because something like a JRPG doesn't come to Xbox doesn't mean I'm gonna wait for it. So obviously,
I feel
I'm
you.
going to go out there and get that, and it's the same logic we're here. It's if you like Last of Us, you ain't waiting for this because of a $10 price increase.
Right, and that's the key. We see pushback on social media, but as we know, social media does not represent the whole of the world and what happens at retail. So
It doesn't, but social media can definitely
can
make
influence.
them bend the knee.
Yes, and to your point, Attic, great point. Once the leak happened, they's like, yo, next day, here you go, here's 10 minutes. Yo, this how it look, y'all. So they care about their perception. They care that this thing was getting
they don't
dragged.
want to look like the bad guy.
Right. So they like, yo, no, this is why.
Yeah.
Look, beauty, the value's in the eye of the beholder. You know what I'm saying? The market is going to dictate whether or not this is a go. If it's a go, expect more of this. Because in my opinion, Jim Ryan, Saul said something that he stole some balls for me that I had ready. Like, Jim Ryan, to me, when he jumped on, one of the key things he said that I caught was like, yo, the gaming console market is not enough. We make masterpieces. We make blockbusters, right? We are not happy with the 10 million. These things should sell more, right? So what do? You remake the remake, right? Hold up. Then, shut up. Then let's rewrite right. So off. You got your man Pedro Pascal, HBO, Last of Us movie. Let's get the new people who never played it. Because let's say the movie pop. I mean, the joint pop. Now you got a whole bunch of non-gamers that's going to be like, yo, what's Last of Us? Oh, we got that new right here, baby. We got that new. You ain't know? You know what I'm saying? They may not know about the factions and all that, whatever stuff was missing. They just like, yo, I want to be Pedro. You know what I'm saying? Then they got the skins or whatever. And that's the thing. The key is going to be the market. Will the hardcore or the people who say, yo, that ain't it, be enough to stop this?
About them. This the thing, and we advocate for the hardcore dudes. Like I know this sounds like jokes, and it sounds like we're going at Sony. Yeah, because we are basically. But the problem is you don't hear enough of the fan base saying, "I don't like this practice." Now you heard a couple of dudes saying it, and and 4 or 5 dudes might not buy it, but the new dudes, and I told you this is not about the same users. They don't like the same people. They want new people, right? Jim wants the new stuff. He don't. You old. He don't want you.
But you know the crazy thing, King. They want the new people, but they want that new price point too.
Yes,
they want it all.
Yeah,
they
for
want
sure.
everyone's
People
apple.
is willing to pay that though, because they don't know any better. Like Cog just said, they don't know about fractions. They don't know fractions. It was supposed to come with it or whatever the hell. They don't know about the old one in '86. They don't know about that. So what they do know is this is what I got, and if this show pops, then this attaches this to this, and then you get this other aspect of it this way. Listen, Jim is a huge strategist, a great strategist. I honestly believe. I think he's a formidable foe for Phil. I think he's definitely what's needed. But the fan base, you guys, really need to be a whole lot more vocal and just call a spade a spade. You do this stuff with Xbox. Xbox would have shipped Gears of War Ultimate Edition, whatever, without the multiplayer aspect of it, which was a huge part because people saying Fractions is a huge part. They would ship it without it. You guys would have rung them. So ring these dudes.
You know what else I've seen, King? When it comes to PlayStation doing something that is not favorable towards consumers, we're entitled. But when it comes to Xbox doing something that's not good to consumers, that's constructive criticism.
No, I understand that point. And look, here's the thing. The world sadly ain't fair, bro. It's just what it is. It's just, listen, and to their credit, if you make great games, you are afforded more social cachet than someone else. Yeah. So even if the practice is 1-to-1, this is a banger and beloved by many. So many are not. I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying.
Oh, I'm not saying you saying it's right, but regardless what they make, they can make literally gold on that screen. I'm still spirit bomb these plebs.
No, I feel you know what it is. You know what it is. Looking at the popularity of this title in particular, right, and the pedestal they put it on, it is safe to assume that in 10 years. We get a ground up remake of this. So that'll be 4 times already. They're going to well. Guaranteed. So that's where you look at it and you're like, man, like how much blood are you gonna seep from the stone? Like, and it's one of those things
that's
where
a money man, kid. That's a money man.
No, and for sure. I mean, that's
got
what
a money
Jim
man
is
at
there
the leader
for.
shop.
Jim is in the perfect position at the perfect time because he realized that PlayStation needed to expand.
Right.
He see what Microsoft is doing and was like, okay, we have to be able to compete in some way, shape, or form. You see it with the service-based games. You see it with acquiescing to the subscription service. You see it in every different avenue of the PlayStation business. Right. This is that.
Right.
So I don't begrudge him that.
PC right at the end of that thing. You know it's coming. We're going to get the double back too.
And you're going to get the double back. And the thing is, the PC version, they don't want to say it yet because they don't want to say how close to the PS5 version it is. It could be a month after, bro. Like
we'll see.
They specifically don't want to say when that PC version is coming because it's coming much hotter than we think.
Notice they waited to the last moment after they showed stuff. They're like, because I'm confident if those leaks wouldn't happen, they would have waited another month or maybe even right there to release before they showed us this game.
Oh hell yeah!
They're like, we're gonna put our best foot forward, which is the reimagined cutscenes. We're gonna make everything look nice. We're gonna show you the difference between the clicker and this clicker. But that gameplay though, we gonna show that right before the game comes out.
Marketing 101, baby. You gotta jump in front and put the fires out and show your best foot forward.
From a business perspective, I don't begrudge them this at all. But it's just like you're somebody who's played the game a couple of times already. You look at it, you're like.
I'm not.
That's us, right? That's us. We are the hardcore.
And he don't care about us.
He don't care about us. This is not. I should say he don't care, but this is towards a market that is way more. What kid call them? The out of town dude.
The out of town.
There are more out of town dudes.
Here's the thing. I'm not on the step that the hardcore can't get something done. The problem is,
I'm not on that. I'm just telling you.
I am. I doubt them.
No, but the hardcore's done it plenty of times. The problem is we all have to be on the same ship.
Who's we?
We can't be split on something because when we all agree this is bull, it gets fixed.
I agree with Microsoft.
Look at
I'm watching these dudes.
Look at the Star Wars Battlefront, the DRM for 2013 when it comes to Xbox, the Xbox Live getting refunctioned.
You keep talking about Xbox. We talk about them dudes. I'm gonna watch them. We already did our stuff.
I gave you stuff that's happened on the PlayStation side. The Spider-Man stuff happening.
I don't remember that.
Of course you
don't. Of course you don't.
But it's just like, look,
you know what it is, Addict? I don't remember it because that's something I care about and I paid for it.
And that's what they're counting on. They don't because it's more of people that don't care, and it's when they love. They like, that's nice what you talk about. Exactly. You get out there with your pulpit and you get out there and preach. And I'm gonna be over.
Are you buying Spider-Man for PC, King? Are you gonna buy Spider-Man for PC?
Hell no. I don't even play on my PC. Why would I do that? I run a PlayStation for a reason.
The problem is the people buying these games, they're not casuals. for the most part. They're just not. That's the reason that Sony's having to jump through all these hoops to expand their market, because there's not enough people buying their games.
This is the hope to bring in the casual, right? When we talk about the show, we talk about bringing, right. This is the hope to bring in the casual, because again, if not, you're not, if you're hardcore bought 10 million copies of this game, right? 10 years ago.
And let's be real, that's not, I don't want to be disrespectful, but Ghost of Tsushima sold 10, and let's be real, they had a remake of the remake, and a joint was in a box, and PS3 version, and so in my opinion, look, I'm gonna talk my talk. This is mine. This the GOAT right here. Even though he fell.
I feel you.
This the dude that sold off the rip. You know what I'm saying? He came with the 10 strong.
Yeah, y'all are wrong, but
this
okay,
dude,
I love you though.
He keep. I know y'all hating on my man. Y'all hating on my man, but he about to come out with a movie too, and then we gonna get the remake. We gonna get the remake of my joint for the 10.
You are 100% right. That game that you're holding to your face completely destroys Last of Us.
Yeah, as far as this, if we go by the numbers,
it's not remotely the same.
He the
Wait,
champ.
which Last of Us?
All of them, both of them.
Nah.
Ghost of Tsushima is better than Last of Us 1 and 2.
Sorry, bro. Once again, go play Assassin's Creed.
Look, I just like, look, because this is my favorite Sony joint. So, I just like that they turning on the so-called champ. I'm just joking. I'm being messy.
Yeah, no, it is funny.
There's a
when
new
you're at the
champ in
top,
town.
though.
Just to
Yeah,
sign up,
there's
y'all.
a lot, but it goes, and this is the thing, right? This is also about trying to bring The Last of Us back to where it was.
Yes.
Because when you look at The Last of Us 2 sales, that 10 million don't look good. The sequel to one of the most revered games of all time sold 10 million copies because a lot of people
got the ninjas in the building leaking y'all stuff.
Yeah, no, right.
It's not because of that why the game didn't sell.
Well, the leaks didn't help it,
The
right?
leaks didn't help.
No, you know, King, you know why it didn't sell?
90% of the people aren't on Twitter.
No,
it didn't sell because of the controversy wrapped around in the enigma.
That's a good one, too.
But here's the thing.
That ain't a fact, man.
That's the hardcore on Twitter. It didn't sell the way Last of Us 1 has, because it hasn't had 8 years of being bundled with the platform either.
This is true too. They did crafty ways of selling it. So you're trying to say that Naughty Dogs is paper champs? They're not real. They're not real champs. They paper champs.
You could say Insomniac is really the dudes over there.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you're gonna take the look of it that way, and they do a lot, and they fudge the numbers, and they change the weight classes, and they do ESPN type stuff like he's the only quarterback with down by 4 touchdowns to come back.
I'm gonna say this. I think for them to stay at the top, of Sony Studios, their release cadence has to improve. When you have Insomniac releasing, 2 games in 5 years or whatever the case may be.
And it's not even. Sorry, finish.
No, that's it. That was it.
I was like, it's not even that only Sony does this. Everyone does this. So when you have these games that sold this absurd amount of units, 9 times out of 10, you do enough research, that game was bundled with like 8 different consoles.
Oh,
so like it's just the issue comes
Why
down
stay with
to
the mask on?
I just want people to know who the champ is. You know what I'm saying?
The issue is,
listen, PlayStation Studios, y'all know what it is. I'm sorry, go ahead.
And I do feel like that is a reason.
Oh, we lost him.
Oh, he muted. He had to mute because of the kids.
Yeah. I mean, we burnt out this story.
Yeah, we burnt this out.
It's just the fact of the matter is, I don't believe you guys. You're not gonna fight up for this title. Y'all, the same dudes that like
they're gonna buy it. It's gonna be bought.
Yeah,
I'm a physical guy, so I need to have physical ed. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to go support the devs and go stick your face out and go do what you want.
And this is the thing. And
don't cry about it either. I don't care.
Yeah.
Just take your lump. And
Addict alluded to this, and this is always going to be the case. We're gamers. There's very few hills we're gonna die on when it comes to stuff that we love in games. Period. Like there's very few hills I'm gonna die on and be like, nah, I'm not messing with you. I'm not messing with you at launch, but I'm gonna buy it eventually.
Yeah, I'm gonna get you eventually.
And that's the problem is there's very few hills that we're all going to individually die on, and there's almost none that we're all going to die on. So that's why the hardcore can't get nothing done, because it takes all of us to do it. Now, obviously, you have.
Hold on. I got to break protocol. Don Taco trying to come for the guard. He trying to come for the ninja guard. $5 super chat. Cog and Addict, I got to call y'all out. That over-glorified Assassin's Creed Japan was not even close to The Last of Us Part 2. Ghost of Tsushima is Ubisoft forming with PlayStation production. That's not what the numbers say, though. That's not what the numbers say. That's not what's going on. Go ahead, Attic.
According to those numbers, That, and you keep in mind, Last of Us Part 2, I don't even know if it was bundled yet. So
how many
I'm
versions
sure
they got to catch up to?
and
How many versions they gonna make?
It's not even that. So you mean to tell me, Dawn Otaku, that little old Ghost of Tsushima, new IP,
brand new on the block,
by a company that wasn't making those type of games before that? They made Infamous, didn't they? Infamous. You mean to tell me that they was able to make a game that is selling the amount, not exact amount, obviously, almost the amount, if not more, than probably one of those anticipated sequels known to man.
Paper Champ. New kid came in block. We getting a movie off rip. Listen, you can't come for Jessica unless we sent you. That's it. It's the shit.
I will say this: it is the Assassin's Creed game that Ubisoft does not has yet to give us. Has yet to give us.
Yes,
but it's derivative.
That's because they say, I've always said it, when it comes to Forza in Japan and Assassin's Creed in Japan, that's numbers are way down, hit the Japan switch.
Listen, bro, you got that win, that story, but look, time. We're moving on.
I said we're done with this topic.
We're done with this topic. King's done.
Notice when we talking about Marvel.
It wasn't no time there. It wasn't no time for that.
The thing is this, those topics is open-ended. This topic is really dead because of the simple fact that these dudes aren't gonna fight anything. They're gonna sit there and take it, and they've been taking it for years. So that's why these practices are being shoved down their throats, and they're watching it happen. And they can sit there and they die on a bunch of hills. God of War is never going to PC. Spider-Man's never going to PC. And if this happens, then I'm going to chuck this out the window. First of all, y'all gonna die on this hill. The PlayStation is going to continue to gouge y'all, the Sony, and they're going to switch over to a whole games of service model, and it's going to be the same stuff that y'all hated. I don't like Game Pass because it's a rental service. Well, look, you got it on your box right now. So, again, it's get down and lay down, and Sony knows that you lay on your belly.
Oh, man. Damn.
Wow.
And you know what? You know what's crazy if you look at it from this perspective? We're paying $60 for the original last. You got to take that off. Like,
I just want to know people to check.
If you keep that on, I'm turning into a fox. Like,
yo, there's foxes in our game. Let's link. Yo, I can do the win and go to your. That's in the game, son. Let's link. Let's do it.
All right. So you're paying $60 for the original Last of Us. You're paying $60 for the Last of Us PS4. It might have been 60 or 50. One of those two.
That joint.
It was 40. It was 40. It was 40.
Bundled that joint. Bad times. That counted as a software sale.
Then you're paying $70 for this remake, and then they're probably going to hit you with that $20 to $40 for that Factions multiplayer.
And our multiplayer is free, and our multiplayer is better. Shout out to the Legends mode. What y'all know about that?
So all the things I just said, all the things I just said, and you know what that means, Carl. It means that you go buy that Ghost of Tsushima. Don't buy the $70 rehashed remake. Go pick up that Ghost of Tsushima, that original story.
True. We did charge $10 though. We did charge $10 for the haptic feedback.
That's cool. Because guess what? You're not paying that $10. You paying the PS5 taxes on top, sprinkled.
But I ain't gonna lie.
$10 upgrade. You're paying the sprinkles.
If they remake the remake, I'm in. Because you know that's what they're gonna do.
And this goes back to your point.
It
goes back to your cachet. Sucker Punch don't have that cachet.
Sucker Punch trying to get a bag. I want them to win.
Listen, do it twice. Maybe I'm listening. Yeah. Maybe
don't do it 3 times. You did it. You're gonna do it twice. All right, let's go. We gotta move on.
We'll talk to Bungie. Get out of your contract and come to where somebody values you.
Beer Baroni, stop being disrespectful. What you mean to play account Legends mode? It's free $99, baby. Free $99. Get on
come
there.
over to Death Row. We love you over here.
And I saw people talking over and over again. This was my topic, not King's. People were asking, whose topic is this? King's? Like, this was my topic. King's is that PS5 lawsuit, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I'm going for the juggler. He's out here playing with you, Paul.
Super chat.
I'm going for the juggler.
Hold on, let me get
There's
this
a
last.
There's a lot of them.
I got you. Hold on a second. Let's copy paste this last one.
So someone should gift some memberships so I can see that working, man. I got to see that working in that chat. Someone should gift some memberships, man. Let's get that going.
Hold on one second.
Gift memberships. Give some memberships. Carl go do some backflips in that.
No, let me get the sword. I got the sword too.
For the love of God, someone give memberships. Don't get this man killed.
We got Dan Lazaro, $5 super chat. King like Godzilla versus Kong. Every movie isn't Goof King.
I did like Godzilla versus Kong because I grew
God,
up
he's
on
going
Monster
for the
Week
sword.
as a child. So if you didn't like Godzilla versus Kong, so what? And guess how much I paid for it? Nothing, because I saw it on HBO Max and I saw it every day. It was there, available in my games of service type of situation. Bye.
I take it. Then we got server
There
error.
we go. There we go.
Wow.
I just wanted to see what it looked like. Shout out to Kay Johnson.
Oh,
for
yeah,
giving
I
the
don't know.
fine
We need
Iron
context
Lord
added.
post.
Context.
What?
You just said you just wanted to see what it looked like. and
Man,
did not
so
elaborate.
what? So what?
Did not elaborate.
See, the difference between me and you guys, I know who I am, all right? I know.
You comfortable.
Like, I don't need to say pause after
You don't need
every
to pause?
statement that sounds suspect. All right, I wanted to see that, and he showed me that.
So then why did you change the way you said it just now?
Y'all know who
wanted
the
to
champ
see that,
is.
and he showed me that. Yo, shout out to Kay Johnson for showing me how it's done.
Yeah. Let's go. Any
All right.
any slander or ghost won't be tolerated in here.
We
Check.
got server error 2,000 super chat. For $80, you can buy Peppa Pig twice. Then we got Mandingo McThicken.
I got your back, Sal.
$5 super chat.
But
Oh,
Ninjas
you
is
gonna
out. Let's go. The Ninjas is out. Let's
Look
go.
at all that green in the chat because of that gift, man. I like that, man. I like that. Okay, Johnson, we're gonna have to work something out, man. I'm gonna
Yeah.
give you a game.
About this Ghost of Tsushima, like,
How you doing, lady? Have a great weekend.
no doubt. Shout out to
Mandingo McThickens, $5 super chat. King's Gaming takes it on point. His movie takes in the bushes. Move M. Night Shyamalan.
Man, is, you know what? Listen, I know you like what's that? Under the Sea. I know you like that.
Under the Sea.
I know that's one of your favorite movies. I got you. I understand
Under
you like
the
Little
Sea.
Mermaid, and my taste is a little highbrow for you.
Stupid. Okay. Then we got Donald Taku, $10 super chat. I was saying $70 for a 1-to-1 remake of Demon Souls with only better visuals and slight QOL improvements was bad, but at least it was the only way to play it on modern consoles. The Last of Us Part 1 is down bad.
Yeah.
I can't see the Demon Souls slander. That Demon Souls, otherwise it's locked on a PS3.
No,
so.
I look, like, I do think that. Look, is this technically a remake? I guess. Like, I would consider this like a glorified remaster, to be honest with you. I do feel like Resident Evil 2, 3, like those feel more like a remake to me. And, you know, Demon Souls, that feels more like a remake. Look, sure, some aspects of it wasn't changed. I don't think you have to change anything to be a remake. I just think that when you compare them side by side, sure, it's going to look different. But I don't think that the difference is so drastic. When you put Demon Souls on the PS3 and you put Demon Souls on the PS5 side by side, they're going to look two entirely different games. When you put Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 2 on the on the new gen consoles and on the old system, they're going to look drastically different. When you put Final Fantasy 7 Remake and Final Fantasy 7 side by side, they look different. But when you put Last of Us, besides those cutscenes, you put them side by side, you could tell a difference, but it's not drastic. I'm gonna be real with you guys.
There's some liberties being taken with the word remake, that's for sure. Then we got Slowbo Backslap, $2 super chat.
Slow.
Sony should have charged $90. They would have paid. Yeah, I don't disagree. Then we got Rel, member for 8 months. Shout out to you.
Oh, salute, Roga.
They told us Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart was only possible on the PS5, but Portal was doing it better on the PS3. Y'all believe a remake of Last of Us? Yeah, that's Portal does kind of, yeah. And we got Tai, you know, it's Portal. It's you don't think about it until somebody brings up like, what? Yeah, kind of.
Yeah. SSD.
Tai Casares, $3 super chat. Last of Us 1 remake at most $60. If they want 70, add story, King. That is for sure. Give me more exposition. Give me something else. Then we got Splendiferous, $2 super chat. When Addict wild out, he brings the little kid out of me.
Yeah, he wild. He passionate.
Then we got Bruno Ramos Diaz with the $54. I think this is from Brazil. I forgot what it's called. $54.90. I hate 70 USD for any video game is absurd, and I don't care about companies' profits. I don't work there. I will buy it on a promotion as I did the PS4 version. That's true.
Respect.
Then we got Donald Taku, $10 super chat. Every PS game this gen has had a caveat. Rift Apart, 6 hours. Rift's overhyped. Horizon Forbidden West, buggy. Bodied by Elden Ring.
Kings love it, this shit.
Gran Turismo 7, MTX ridden, online only. The Last of Us Part 1 now. So what's the caveat with Ragnarok? Well, I mean, the discussion. It's stupid.
You've been ragged and rocked.
You
And we got Hollywood Rules. $2 super chat. I caught Cogs. Who you calling uncharismatic?
That's you cut the Transformers reference.
That's right. No one would follow an uncharismatic boy like you.
Oh, that was the sound wave thing. Yeah, remember?
Constructicons
God's
inferior.
inferior.
Salute. Beef went.
That's where the beef went down. People got they chucked people out of Astro Train. Yeah, I remember that.
I still function.
I'm still functioning.
I still function. Starscream.
All right, left. Time.
Starscream was such a sniveling bastard.
Yeah, such a terrible person.
I love him.
That's why you love him.
It's my coronation.
Then we got Hargeet Shani, $5 super chat. We should wait for The Last of Us remake for the PS6. The Get a Second Job to Buy It edition that will cost $120.
If only the PlayStation 6 was coming out.
Oh, here we go.
Then we got Donald Taku, $5 super chat. Shadow of the Colossus PS4 was a 1-to-1 remake, and it launched for $40. As I said, it was 1-to-1. Looked drastically different, but that is that game. Then we got The Last of Us Part 1 has less work done to it, cuts content, and charges $30 more. Yeah.
Hold on.
Who was in
Tony
charge
Bryan coming
when,
for the ghost. He said, Cog, it's 12 people on Legends. Chill. How many is on The Last of Us remake factions right now? Okay, thank you.
None.
Thank you. Moving on. Don't come for the ghost. Don't come for
and they
Jim.
actually shutting down
Who
the
was in
servers.
charge when
I love you, Tony
Shadow of
Bryan.
the
You don't
Colossus came out?
Who was in charge of who?
Who was
When
in
who?
charge of Sony when Shadow of the Colossus remake came out?
I believe it was Shaun Layden.
Moving on.
See, that's why that's not relevant. So the fact that the different leaderships involved and one ship is sinking and the other ship is actually staying afloat and doing great right now, purchasing different studios and stuff like that, is because of the direction of the cast. He understood that the fan base can be wrung a little bit more. I can get more money out of them, but giving them less and stop giving them more. Shaun was giving you more for less. Now it's over. The ride is over. This is what happens when you vote this way.
Yeah.
And he's not going.
Shaun Layden's a gaming dude. Like,
this dude don't play no game.
Jim Ryan don't care. When you hold a controller like this, you know he don't play no games.
Exactly, right?
Yeah, you do him like that.
He said, pass me the controller.
Yo, he had it like this, like he was about to take a bite out of it. Like,
Yo, y'all disrespect. Time on y'all
It's the
disrespecting the God. Don't be disrespected.
Then we got Splendiferous, $5 super chat. Nah, the next Last of Us gonna be called All of Them, Director's Cut.
I said all of them. All of them.
Jim gonna be like, this for all of y'all that want the fan, the Foddy remakes. This fam, you 250.
Wow.
Then we got Captain Chats, £4.49 super chat or whatever. £4.49 super chat. £70 for a remake of a remaster is a no-no. Especially right now in a cost of living crisis. What the F are Sony smoking? They're on another planet.
They smoking their fans.
Well, I mean, come September, we're gonna find out. Then we got, that's when it's coming. Then we got Ty Casares, $3 super chat. Just wait, next year it'll be on PS Essential. Yes, it will be. Then we got BitCloud Gaming, $5 super chat. I won't be buying Last of Us Remake on principle alone. You're charging more for significantly less. No, sir. I still love Naughty Dog, but Insomniac is number one.
Dog is on to something.
I'm telling you, the other dudes in the building, they coming
The
out.
champions up there. He not fighting nobody.
Just saying, respect.
Yeah, then we got Element Appeal, $10 super chat. The fact that Sony would go with a money-saving tactic to make the remake of Last of Us for PS5 and charging $70 should be a no-no. Look at Gears of War Remake. Even that game had the multiplayer.
Yeah, that is true. Man, it was $40.
Matt. All right, then we got Matt Titchbond, $7 super chat. Coming in late today, 2 hours in, and we're still on the first topic. Okay, better settle in for a long one. Happy day, happy Lord's Day, y'all. Yeah, we
He
tried.
said Matt Stitchbomb. All I heard was bar week, grind out week.
Bar week, grind out week, diddy bond. Then we got Gamer by Choice, $5 super chat. Do you think PlayStation is using their goodwill cachet too early? I think people will start to turn on them eventually. What does the panel think?
They cashing out and they getting everybody while they going in.
Going out in a blaze of glory. That's what they're doing.
Jim said, I don't know how long I'm gonna be here, but I'm gonna get you for all you got, baby.
Then we got Donut Taco, $5 super chat. Cog and I gotta call y'all out. Okay,
Yeah, I read that one.
Glorifying his ass.
Yeah, I had to get him. I cut that boy up already. Like, come on. Nah.
Donut Taco, you right though.
That's my man, but he was food.
Donut Taco, he was food. Why was he food?
I noticed you went with the square edge.
Yeah.
I went with the classical round.
Yes, I see what you did. Okay. Did you
Tori Hanzo. Then we got Donut Taco, $5 super chat. Ghost of Tsushima didn't get leaked and caused a mass hysteria that caused people not to buy it because they got spoiled early. The Last of Us Part 2 is the last 10 out of 10 Sony game.
Oh, salute.
Yeah,
wish the numbers were equal to
it is great. I don't give it a 10 out of 10, but that's fine. But
I give it 11.
And to be honest, the spoilers were unfair. There's a lot of
that was unfair.
That was unfair.
But that's up to the people that went to go look at it. Don't look at it. That's what you get for looking at stuff.
The only 11 I'd ever give that game is that game was 11 hours too long.
That's kind of true. Then we got Johnson. Thank you so much, ma'am, for gifting 5 Iron Lord podcast memberships. That's fantastic.
Salute. Thank you. Much love.
Thank you. Beautiful. And we have, hold on a second. I know we jumped a little bit. Let me run back. Jumped back a few. All right, we got Tai Casares, $3 super chat. Don Ghost of Tsushima multiplayer still came out before Factions. That is true.
I just want to know what they multiplayer account gonna look like when it come out for the new joint. Sorry, let me stop.
And shout out to Hargeet Chani and whoever got this code in the chat. Forza Horizon 5 Premium.
Oh, salute Hargeet.
Shout out to you,
always
sir.
give it back. Thank you, bro. Always give
Thank
it back.
you, Hargeet.
He's a Forza fan.
Yeah, he always.
I think he worked for the Forza team. I don't know, man. I don't know. Take that.
And once again, Hargeet Chani with the $5. Hargeet, you don't need the super chat, man. Just put it in the chat, brother. Like, you appreciate it, but
Appreciate you, brother.
You do have a point there, Cog. He probably in some way, shape, or form connected to Forza. He do be giving a lot of Forza codes up in there.
Listen, man, got that playground connect. I ain't mad.
They sent him like a document that has like a bunch of Forza 5 codes.
Yeah, we gotta talk about this Fable then, Hargeet. Let's see what's going on over there.
Let's see those. Now salute to Hargeet, man.
Hargeet to the once again $5 super chat for those with Game Pass. Forza Horizon 5 Premium add-ons bundle. So shout out to you, Hargeet, and whoever got that code in the chat. Shout out Hargeet if you got that code, and thank him. And we got Dodo Taku once again, $10 super chat, just to knock Insomniac down a peg. They have yet to drop a 9 out of 10 game in the last 10 years, but they can put out 6-hour 8 out of 10s quickly. They're not Naughty Dog or Santa Monica level.
I have to agree with them. Like, look, we can have the argument, are they their best studio because of the consistency of putting out games on their platform that are high quality? Yes. But until you can beat the quality, because to me, they've never made a game on the caliber like a God of War or a Last of Us.
That's fine, though, but they got Spider-Man, bro. They got Spider-Man. I don't know.
That's cool. That's cute.
I get it, but Spider-Man's going to outsell them all. That's the thing.
And I agree with you on that. And I think Spider-Man did a lot for PlayStation in terms of that. But, you know, I do feel like people resonate more towards like the God of Wars and Last of Us. Is like, those are like national launch days. Like, I'm not saying that like Spider-Man isn't that. I think it's more of that in the MCU than gaming. I think the game is good, and I think it pushes needles. But as far as like Ragnarok, I think that's a different needle that's being pushed a different way. Like, sure, that Spider-Man probably it definitely appeals more of a casual audience than than something like God of War. But as far as like the people that we appeal to, the people we do podcasts for, I think they would gravitate more towards like a God of War.
I think it depends now with the second one. I think with the first one, because we hadn't had Spider-Man in a while and they had been bad for a bit. With they proved themselves with Miles Morales and the original Spider-Man. So I think Spider-Man 2, day one, is going to be something special.
And Wolverine, they got to prove without Web Springing how that's going to work. And you know, they got some stuff. But yeah, I like the argument. Shout out to Naughty Dog. You know, I'm having fun. Naughty Dog is ridiculous. They like, there's levels. There's no doubt. We can't be disrespectful.
We're caught up. We're good.
Cool. Finally, hopefully a quicker topic than the last. Discord, y'all. Connect your worlds. It's coming. Discord voice chat comes to Xbox consoles for Xbox insiders right now. So basically, Series S, Series X, and Xbox One consoles for a streamlined audio experience. And then you'll be able to see who's in the call. Connect. You got to do a little phone setup to connect your phone initially to it. And then you'll be able to see it into your console to switch between Discord voice and Xbox game chat. So you link that bad boy. And yeah, just want to bring this out to the round table. Kind of a bit of a surprise, you know. Obviously, we did hear about the initial news with Sony, so a lot of people were kind of taken back, like, okay, this is something they weren't expecting. So I wanted to get your thoughts. Addict, were you surprised Discord actually coming to Xbox?
Not really. You know, Microsoft usually the person pushing boundaries when it comes to, you know, how we do things. When it comes to Xbox Live, comes to, you know, Game Pass's subscription. I think they pushed a lot of boundaries there. So how we communicate obviously would be one of the roads that they can go down. Obviously it surprised me because I didn't expect it, but I won't say like I was surprised. It was more of like, that makes sense. I'm just surprised it happened.
Do you think overall good move for them to get involved?
Yeah, by far. I'm so upset I still don't have access to it either. Like,
yeah, inside I don't know. No doubt. Solve Xbox with Discord. What's your feelings? What's your thoughts?
Yeah, I just thought it's interesting, obviously, that it came there first after, you know, the announced sort of partnership between them and PlayStation. You would think they would have fast-tracked that on the PlayStation platform. But again, Microsoft's been talking to them for a long time. You know, they tried and sort of failed to purchase them, or they wanted to purchase them for, it was like 10 billion or something like that.
Like, so it does feel like when Microsoft does something to this degree of like voice, they always try to integrate it to the console itself. And it's like, I think it's coming to PlayStation. I don't know when, but I do think it is coming to PlayStation because I feel like if PlayStation doesn't see this, if it's not on the roadmap now and they see something like this, like, and they don't do it, that's an issue. Because at that point, one thing I've always respected Microsoft is their ability to be like, we know we bought Skype and we've got a lot of uses for Skype and Xbox Live's one of them, but the fans want Discord and we're going to do that. Like, they could have easily been like, yo, if you want to talk to Xbox players, buy an Xbox. But they didn't. They're like, yo.
Yo.
Chill.
That's definitely not me.
That ain't me.
That's me.
What's
I told
going
y'all,
on?
voice is wild out. Y'all heard that.
Yeah.
Y'all heard that.
They shooting.
It's definitely not me.
I was like, ain't that Bobby? I gotta find.
See, I didn't mute myself because y'all were like before. Y'all didn't hear anything.
No, it wasn't that.
Somebody in the back. You know that dude that cried? He was like, no.
That's why I stopped talking because I felt like King was doing something stupid.
I thought King hit a button or something. I was like, what's this joint?
I thought a little kid ran past with a train inside Attic House.
and that's why someone said Sony crying.
Wow.
Sony cries.
That's why I personally feel like, you know, I have to thank Fortnite and Epic. I got to, because I feel like these foundation movements is because crossplay is becoming more and more accessible, crossplay and cross progression. And to this day, I'm Team Epic. If they would not have pushed Sony the way they did, we wouldn't be having these crossplay. Call of Duty wouldn't be crossplay. Destiny wouldn't be crossplay. Like, and because of that, now since we have the crossplay and cross progression, we need more realistic ways to communicate with other platforms. And Discord is the common denominator everywhere. So it was the next evolution of crossplay is cross chat, and the only way you could do that is Discord, unless everyone comes together and agrees to do some kind of like community chat, and I don't see everyone agreeing to that. So let's everyone reach out to a third party, which is Discord. And if you want to talk to everyone going into a game like Minecraft, I don't think you can do any form of audio chat in there. You know, there's no game chat. To my knowledge, there might be one I just didn't know about it. And then you look at Battlefield. When the new Battlefield came out, it wasn't in there. You know, game chat was not there at launch. And what's the point in cross progression and cross chat if you don't have access to talk to people?
Factual.
So Discord makes sense.
No, absolutely. I would agree. King, where we at with this Discord?
No.
Xbox announcement.
Shout out to Phil Dominus, Maximus Aurelius Spinter, and Odin Satya. Odin. Odin is upon us. He sees all. He knows all, and he goes for all. They tried to get Discord. They tried to scoop bag him. Yeah, scoop bag. Discord was like, nah, man, for streets, bro. Off me like that, man. And went over to talk to Sony. What's up? We still going out on Thursday? It's like, yeah, we still going out on Thursday. Yeah, I got prior commitments. I can't be doing all that solo. You know, I don't want to be booed up. But you know, Santi and Phil was like, so how about this this voice relationship?
voice relationship.
How about we use,
What is that?
How about we use your voice on our tracks and stuff like that? Dudes seem to like how you be whispering people's ears and stuff. How you
done.
Wow.
So how can we get to, you know, to have you, you know, use your situations, your talents? So here it is. Phil showed you there's more ways to skin a stray cat.
But they have a partnership. What was the deal they had solved with Sony?
What?
Well, with
Sony got a whole partnership.
I know Sony owns a stake in them now.
They own a stake in Discord, right?
They went and put money down, and this is indicative of how new Sony moves. They don't care what they booze do. New Sony don't care what she do. New Sony is Sugar Daddy Sony. We gotta have to start looking at Sugar Daddy.
What is happening?
All he doing is paying the bills. He come around once in a while, but the lights and stuff is on. You know what I'm saying? She's still moving and shaking in these streets. I'm sorry. Discord, Sony put down. They don't respect Sony money. I don't care what's going on. Somebody is not putting respect on Sony's money, man. He paid bread, and he's still in the headlines next week with Microsoft.
So wait, are we saying that they're tricking and they're not getting exclusive?
I ain't using those words. All I'm saying,
what are we doing?
All I'm saying is sometimes bills got to get paid, and Sony's there to pay them. and they don't respect it. They just not respecting the sanctity. It hasn't even been a year yet. It's like soon as they give the bread, they turn around and say, "Okay, good, clear." Yeah, Microsoft. Yo, and it's everybody. It is not just one. What is going on here? It's just a real sloppy pattern of situations that. Put an NDA up for shut up for at least a year before you start dating again. Don't be public with your dating. Just let it happen. Let people talk about it. Let them whisper about it.
Xbox was the one that came out and said it though. Xbox was like, yo.
Yeah, because Xbox don't care. Xbox said, ha ha. You put money down and we still with her. Yo, Xbox is hugely petty. And the wild thing is, this is gonna help the community. Y'all tried to block them with the bread. Y'all tried to block. Y'all thought it was only one way to skin a cat. They was like, yeah, we got money, you know, we still part of the team with over there, but we can still do what we can still talk. We can still go,
that's what Discord said?
Discord is we can still hang out. I can still have male friends.
Yo.
So now you're left with this situation yet again, Sony. What is going on? We're gonna have to really question what's going on over there. So.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Stupid.
Didn't see this one coming from this Discord, dog.
Shout out to Phil for getting Discord by any means necessary.
This guy right here.
We got him, baby. We got Discord. Let's keep moving.
He out of
And
pocket.
that's money too.
I mean,
it was 100 billion before.
The thing is that the expected integration of Discord into PlayStation isn't until early next year. So we're looking at a 6-7 month head start on the Xbox platform. It says early, it doesn't say it's January, so it could be even longer than that. So yeah, it's just one of those things where like Xbox is just gonna have a head start there, and then if they fast track this to 1.0 and everybody gets it on, that's gonna be funny stuff. Like the insider stuff, right? It's a select few people, right? The insider ring, whatever. So, but if that, if it starts working very quickly and they iron out the bugs, it could come out to the masses pretty quickly. And I'm sure like King would assume Phil wants to do that and get that out there to the people. So, you associate Discord with Xbox, but end of the day, Discord is the common denominator for everything. Everybody wants Discord, whether it's on PC, mobile, consoles. Discord are the ones that are going to be kicking off with this because everybody wants them on their platform. So that's going to be the link.
Yeah, I mean, I'll jump in. Definitely a surprise to me. Did not see this coming. I assumed that because they had the partnership or the investment stake, that would preclude Xbox from having any type of integration. So when I saw this, I was like, wow, they still able to get it, even though the brand association I thought was going to be with Sony. So that's the first part. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not a fan of this integration as much, but I know it's the early stages, so I'm gonna wait and see because it's like right now you collect the phone, whatever, and then I guess it's a one-time setup and you're good to go.
So you haven't tried it out yet?
I have tried it out. I connected it. You know what I'm saying? But I personally, I would like it native. Right. Like I want it like how the Skype app is. Now I will say this in Sony's defense that if the PlayStation version does come and it's a dedicated app integrated and you ain't got to use your phone, that's an L to the Xbox version as far as I'm concerned. That because I want that level. Like remember when we opened up Skype, there was an app on Xbox that allowed. So if Xbox Live Party Chat was acting stupid, you could go to Skype, be like, yo, we over here Skype, y'all, and you could do that on console. So I would like a Discord app personally. You know what I'm saying? So ultimately, look, at the end of the day, to King's point, good move. I didn't know how this was possible. You know what I'm saying? That they would be able to bring it to Xbox. I think in a cross-play future, this is key. You can't talk cross-play, and the number one communication platform on PC is Discord, and you can't really integrate. And nobody's using that game chat. Let's be real. Ain't nobody using that. The bit rate is bad, the quality's bad, and let's be honest. Sometimes you just don't want to play with randos in that also, right? You don't want to hear the random, so you rather have your PC dudes or whatever, your PlayStation dudes, whatever. Yeah, let them do that. So yeah, surprised, didn't see it coming.
That's crazy. I thought from the beginning it had to be across the board because when we talk about companies that have leverage, Discord knows what it has. Right. I don't think it would ever have sectioned itself off completely just on Sony and then PC because they're shooting themselves in the foot at that point. They know that everybody wants them. So I think in negotiations, that conversation happened. They knew for them to leverage Discord across the board from the beginning, they weren't going to allow Sony. I'm sure Sony probably tried, but like, hey man, what's it going to take to get you on here? And that's
I get that, but it's like, I don't know. I was just surprised that I didn't think they'd do the integration, to be honest. I was surprised, but I was like, oh, wow, they're going to still do Xbox integration. I thought, again, that with PlayStation, they would have some form of exclusivity with the integration and that only them on console would be able to do the Discord thing. So I was like, damn, that's a major blow to Xbox. So I was surprised. But to your point, yeah, maybe the structure of way Discord works is not to isolate Xbox, and other platforms out of it, and maybe that's why they don't want to be acquired. They would for the streets. They would lose hella money if they did that. So it doesn't make a lot of sense. Yeah, no doubt.
They did lose a bunch. I think it was like $80 billion. But hey, whatever.
It was 10. It was 10.
We still here though. We still outside.
The bag's still available if you want it.
No, we don't want that no more. Now we already got your voice. We already came. We got what we came for.
What is it?
We ain't backing out of this deal.
Why buy the cow?
Here we go. Yeah.
Exactly. I'm drinking milk right now, and I'm putting strawberry in it. It's
wow. Messy.
Delicious.
Strawberry quick. Let's go.
We all talking now. Look at us. We all having a conversation.
But I will say, if PlayStation get an integrated app, that's a W. That's
Yeah, they paid for it. Yo, they actually ponied up.
Yo. I can't. Done. Moving on. Super chat, sir.
Let me see. We don't have that many. We'll scroll down. And we got Dorian Gray. Can we $5 super chat? Can we stop with the Insomniac? They made a Spider-Man game and half a game about furries.
Oh damn!
Damn. Not feeling the Insomniac goat to talk.
Not feeling that.
Then we got K.2101, $5 super chat. We need a new Infamous or Killzone for PlayStation. I'm an Xbox guy, by the way. Yeah. I mean, Killzone would have to go a completely different direction. And Infamous, they got Spider-Man and they got Wolverine. They're not gonna make a superhero game.
What about Resistance? I want a Resistance.
I want Resistance more than Killzone. Give me that.
I love Resistance.
Then we got Tai Casares, $3 super chat. Sounds like Saab is part of the new Fallout game. Yeah, it sounds like people were heading for the hills and into their shelters. Then we got Heated Heavy, 505 member for 26 months. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I remember that name.
Phil said, "Oh, Discord got all the PlayStation players' ears. Let's get their ears. Damn, they knees."
That's what's up.
Out of pocket. Continue.
Hold on a second. Then we got a couple that jumped in. Hold on. Nope. We got one more.
Yeah.
We got Kool-Aid 117, $20 super chat. Don't get to see y'all live anymore because of the work life, but just wanted to let y'all know that this is the best podcast out. Thank you. Bless.
You know,
and I appreciate you guys. Thanks for that advanced GG.
Yeah, code Iron Lord on the check, and y'all know what to do. Go to advancedgg.com. Hold on, I'm selling the powder right now. Let me get the powder off. You know what I'm saying? So yo, go to
Kool-Aid was one of our winners.
Y'all know what to do. You know what I'm saying? advancedgg.com. Code Iron Lord on the checkout. Get that powder.
I got one thing to thank you, Kool-Aid, that you are the real GOAT for this. Notice he said the best podcast, not the best Xbox podcast, the best podcast.
Appreciate that.
Topics, Nintendo
GOAT,
topics, thank you.
GOAT.
Some others don't do that, but you know.
I mean, listen, when other people have topics of note,
then we got
you always choose the PlayStation topics. That
I will always choose the PlayStation topics because people are not highlighting their faults. And I'm the mirror in the gym.
Hold up. Just to be fair, there's a lot of anti-Xbox, hardcore anti that only talk about Xbox and not PlayStation.
That's their problem,
and that's their same mindset. I'm highlighting the issues.
Well, good. Well, I live in my world, and my world is I'm the dressing room mirror. You don't look that good, boo boo. I'm gonna talk about you.
Okay, fair enough. We caught up.
Nah, hold on a second. Okay. We got one more. We got the Don CJG. £1.79 super chat. Insomniac the GOAT? Now that's Insomniac Cat.
Ooh, shots. Wow. Shots fired at the Spidey.
Very dad jokey there.
Wow. Crazy.
I like that. Was you wearing Crocs when you did it?
Probably. A lot of urinal energy there.
Oh,
yeah. Strong urinal energy. Yeah. Don't be having that stall energy. We don't like that.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, we're caught up. All right. So next up, Ubisoft cancellations. What the hell is going on with Ubisoft? So, in an investor call earlier this week, or maybe a little earlier than that, it was announced that Ubisoft was delaying the Avatar game, the first-person Avatar game that was supposed to come out kind of side by side with the new movie this winter. So that's being pushed into at the probably spring. And then we had a few other cancellations. So they canceled Ghost Recon Frontline, which was supposed to be a sort of battle royale offshoot of Ghost Recon, which apparently early on was not received very well because people just want a kind of core Ghost Recon experience instead of a battle royale type thing. And then the last thing, Be Still My Heart, Splinter Cell VR was canceled. Splinter Cell VR was kind of announced at, I believe, at the same time they talked about an Assassin's Creed VR game. So they specifically indicated Splinter Cell VR is canceled, not Assassin's Creed VR. So maybe that's still in the works. So this in and of itself, games get canceled all the time. Oftentimes we don't even hear about them. Now that we have access to these investor calls, we get to hear about this stuff and speculate. But in past times, we may not have even heard about Ghost Recon Frontline again, and it just kind of disappeared into the ether. But what I want to ask you guys is, it just seems like looking at this, right, and we kind of looking at the struggles of Ubisoft and sort of how they've been evolving their identity to sort of fit into this service game type stuff. What do you think is happening with them? Do you think they kind of lost a step? Again, we were supposed to apparently, as part of all of this, there were other leaks that came out that indicated some delays, and kind of gave us a little bit of an indication of where they were going with the Assassin's Creed franchise, the Skull and Bones stuff.
Right.
So there was supposed to be an Assassin's Creed game that came out at the end of this year. That is now pushed to next year. And I'm assuming we still get an announcement, a sort of a reveal of what this Assassin's Creed Infinity thing is, this sort of platform-based sort of game that is supposed to be Assassin's Creed and all types of different sort of time periods and stuff like that. So what do you guys think? Because Ubi is not looking at the start of kind of in the middle of the PS4 Xbox One generation. I'm like, Ubi's really hitting it, man. Like at the start, they had Black Flag cross-gen. They had their issues with sort of with Unity and kind of getting the new engine under wraps and stuff like that. And they had this sort of renaissance with Origins and stuff like that. But it kind of does feel like they lost their way a little bit, and they're trying to chase this bag and create games that are going to generate money for them. But in the process, they're taking their sort of big franchises they've been known for, these big sort of expansive game worlds and stuff like that, and trying to turn them into money makers.
Right.
And it kind of feels like the brunt of that weight is kind of falling on Assassin's Creed. They're really counting on Assassin's Creed to sort of be that driving force, but at the same time changing what it means to be an Assassin's Creed game. So do you guys think I'm bugging? Is this something you guys are seeing? And does this potentially leave them open for perhaps entanglements with perhaps Xbox or somebody else?
Eric, what's your thoughts on this Ubisoft game cancellations and all of this, man?
Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to end the show.
You all right?
So Windows is about to update.
Oh, they
I
hit
got
you
no way
with
to
the
stop it.
Yeah.
Because I've been able to use the little Stream Deck because I had certain keybinds on the Stream Deck for when I was doing something on another project.
Yeah.
But I don't have a way to stop it from updating Windows because I don't have a keyboard and mouse.
So it's like, we updating, fam.
It's literally.
Nah, if you get bumped, it's cool. It's cool.
But just in case I get booted out, appreciate everyone for coming through.
No doubt.
It was a good show. What it comes down to, it's like Ubisoft gonna do Ubisoft things. There ain't nothing we can do about it. Like I said, last topic, go on Twitter. Respectively disagree with them. Don't go. See, here's the thing: when you go out there and you be left and you say disrespectful stuff, you're just in the ether at that point. They're going to mute you. They're going to block you. You're never going to get nowhere. But go on Twitter, tag everyone on Ubisoft you could think of. Don't even if the studio ain't tag everybody at Ubisoft you could think of, even if that studio doing everything right. Tag them because they owned by Ubisoft and they're going to complain to them just as much as they're going to complain to everyone else. Get the word across. You don't want that happening. It is what it is. Now it's updating. My screens are black now.
All right.
But I appreciate everybody for coming through, man. It's literally
Ubisoft,
I'm about to lose.
Look, I'm sorry that he
Keep
was
your
talking.
headset on, and I'm gonna let you know that you still.
This is the Ubisoft band of my man, Free the Homie. Ubisoft's coming. That's it.
Ubisoft. Eve Guillermo got him.
Listen, he's talking reckless, and that's what happens here. They got him right. He said it too. That's so crazy. King, man, you a big Ubisoft fan? Where you at with this news of these game cancellations and stuff?
I don't care about none of them. None of them move my needle. Ubisoft is, like Addict said, is really doing what Ubisoft's supposed to do. But they probably was cutting off a lot of projects that was dead weight that weren't going anywhere, and they didn't have any real direction on it. And right now, what they're trying to do is shore up their games and service, because remember, they also have a service-based subscription model as well. I still feel that they're going to be purchased by Microsoft at some point in time. But we're still talking about Uplay coming to these platforms. So again, at the same time, if it doesn't make money, it doesn't make sense, and these companies are in the business of making money. And if a project is stalled at some point in time, they're just going in there and they're just removing it until they can get to something else. I saw a lot of people like, yo, I want Splinter Cell, I don't want this. And okay, you can want everything in the world. The metrics don't speak to it from the company standpoint, so they're not going to fund the project, and that's not going to happen. So again, it's whatever, to be honest with you. Them cutting off projects that they didn't see any potential of growth in.
Yeah, I'll jump in. I didn't go too crazy with this one. I just feel like, with Ubisoft, I don't know, man. I think they was like this at one point for me. Like, they was them dudes, but it's like at some point they just peaked, and then we started to get kind of a formula. And then once I got the formula, look, the thing, I'll give them credit though. Like, a lot of the stuff that they was canceling, I felt was them trying to catch a wave with certain things, like the Ghost Recon Battle. I mean, actually didn't look bad to me, but if they saying internally that, it didn't really test well or whatever, and I know a lot of people that love that series want a dedicated Ghost Recon game. They didn't like the Forced, whatever. I get that. Obviously the Assassin's Creed is still, I mean, even though I've moved away from it, I know that's still their money maker. That's still the big one for them, and people still like the franchise where it's at. Shout out to the Cause by Soft.
Jesus,
and then, you know what I'm saying? But look, they're canceling stuff. They're streamlining things. They're in a transitionary period as well, to me. They have to figure this thing out. They've got a lot of things that they need to make decisions on. And I think, they doing Division Battle Royale now, I heard.
The Division, the Heartland thing, I don't know that it's battle. I know it's a game as a service in a different, it's free to play, right? So it's not going to be a paid game like Division 1 and 2. So we're going to see where they take that. But it just feels like, you know what it is? They still haven't been able to find that bag game as a service the way the modern ones are thriving, right? Like a Fortnite or a Warzone, right? They haven't found that, because Siege isn't that. Siege has a dedicated fan base that's very esports oriented, but it isn't making money hand over fist, right?
It's doing well for them. I don't know. You're right about the financials. I don't know about the financials of Siege, but I know, when they first started off, that game, wasn't what it is now. Yeah, like they now want it's a movement. Like but you're right. Esports.
They want a moneymaker in the vein. And For Honor, again, it has a very dedicated fan base. I don't know if they've recently updated. It seemed kind of quiet on the For Honor front.
And now that is on current gen consoles, and it looks fantastic on the Series S and X.
Yeah, so it's not the Fortnite, right? It's not the Warzone. It's
gonna be that.
Exactly. Right. But Ubisoft doesn't. I don't really feel like they want that. They're gonna keep searching for that. What the hell were the other games that they announced that they kind of eliminated very quickly? There were 2 games that they announced that kind of
mostly VR stuff.
No, this wasn't VR. It was they were trying to hit that battle royale thing, and it just didn't work. Then they had the other one that's like really colorful.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah. I know I forgot the name of it. I know. Yeah, I remember that one.
Right. It's like they were trying to do the Overwatch / battle royale thing with the Fortnite, and it seems like they're trying to find their footing there. Right. And in the absence of finding that footing with a new franchise or maybe with a lesser franchise, it feels like the weight's going to Assassin's Creed. Yeah. And that's what scares me, because that's the Assassin's Creed is really the only thing I still care about there until they give me Splinter Cell back. So I don't know, man. I really do think if this stuff they're working towards now does not pan out, I think they will be in a position to sort of be like, hey, somebody grab this up and see what they could do with it, Yeah. And I think, when you look at, Cog and I will talk about that later, but there are deficiencies in the Xbox portfolio that could be addressed by Ubisoft portfolio. So we'll see.
I'm gonna be honest though. I'm gonna push back. So, like, I know King don't like what I don't think they highlight that no more. Like,
No, they're not there
I'm just
anymore. They're
like,
trying to figure it out,
they
but they're
to-
not there anymore.
Right. And I'm like, now to your point, this is where Microsoft usually swoop in. I give you that. Microsoft like to come when you can't pay the rent.
You can't pay the rent no more.
What's up?
So I heard, you know,
I heard that light bill.
Heard
It's
the
getting
light.
crazy.
Exclusive deucive.
Yeah, and I won't give. Yeah.
Sony might come through too because they like paying bills, but and they leave you for the streets.
And Sony's in this live service bag, you know, trying to improve. We'll see. They're a lot, though. That's a lot to manage, though. Like a ton of studios.
It's a lot. The
just
studios
picked
are
up
all
an
over the place.
acquisition lawyer. So the fact that they, picked up this high-profile acquisition lawyer going forward, you know, the antitrust lawyer. This it's highly possible that they're looking at a lot of these companies that are in line with what they're trying to do. And Ubisoft fits the bill. I think EA fits the bill because as far as games of service and having a portfolio of games, like, you know what makes more sense to me with Sony purchasing anybody, not Ubisoft. It makes more sense for them to purchase EA. And the reason why I say that, EA has a ton of multiplayer stuff that will fix their deficiencies immediately, like right off the rip. And that will change the whole narrative.
Yeah, mad expensive.
Sony doesn't have multiplayer games, and for their service, and they wouldn't probably lock EA off anyway.
No,
It'd
probably not.
just be like the same way with Bethesda
Bungie.
and Microsoft. Go do your thing, but this stuff is available on our platform because now we're talking about the platform things. But Ubisoft, I think they more aligned with Microsoft, and I think their conversations with Microsoft is going to lend to that purchase. I just think they, you know.
Yeah, we got to see what's going to happen.
Well, we'll find out because I don't know if it's announced or there's speculation there will be a Ubisoft forward, kind of indicating the future unless they pushed it back because there's no Assassin's Creed game this year. It's been pushed back, unless they still want to talk about what Infinity is, or whatever else they have in the pipeline. Again, does Beyond Good and Evil even exist anymore?
Right.
It's things like that. So they have things to talk about if those things are still in the works. So there has been speculation there will be some sort of showcase later this year, but we'll see.
Yeah, they're one to watch to see what happens because of the cancellation and potential consolidation. And look, you know, this is Lord acquisition season. People are looking. So it'll be interesting if one of the majors do come with the cape on, you know what I'm saying, that they pull through. But yeah, we got to watch it. But that's all I got on it. We got a super chat before we get to the last one.
Yeah, we got a couple real quick. Hold on a second. We got let me roll down. We got Lord Metroid. Okay, hold on a second. No. We got Rel. $2 super chat. Throw Ubisoft to the bushes and they will sell.
Wow. Let them straight in the bushes. Okay.
Straight in the bushes. Then we got Lord Metroid, $5 super chat. They won't cancel Mario Rabbids Sparks of Hope. That bag will be heavy as hell. As usual, Nintendo brings the cash, and this is just a partnership.
Now, that's a good one that they did recently. I was surprised. That did really well for them. That's a good game. That's a really good game.
Yeah, I know. And the second one is looking like they really addressed whatever issues people had. So that's coming out this year. So
I'm surprised Nintendo will work more with them more.
I mean, yeah, it's true. I mean, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. Let me see. I got Taku. Hold on. We got we have Donald Taku, $5 super chat. Ubisoft gonna be fine when Game of the Year Mario Rabbids 2 sells 30 million copies and makes 1 billion. They can cancel all other games and just keep making those.
Game of the Year, okay. Over Elden Ring, okay. Potential Ragnarok, okay. All right, you got that Rabbids out there, okay.
Yeah. Oh, shout out to chat because it was X Defiant was the colorful shooter that.
Yes, X Defiant. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, another bastardization of Sam Fisher, I think, was in there. Let me see. Then we have Necromancers at $5 super chat. Let Sony have Ubisoft. Just have Ubisoft stay from Microsoft's door. Yeah, for the streets, baby. Everybody for the streets. Let's see what else we got. We got Tech Money, $2 super chat. How does Sony beat Tencent / NetEase in a bid? Right, that means it's not just money, right? There's other things involved that maybe, Tencent NetEase morally, for some people, it's not going to be, the bag has to be ridiculous for you to throw the morals out the window for some companies, right? I guess, when you talk about the bidding numbers, nobody had an outlandish number there. So
I guess the numbers
that's why. Then we got Donald Taku, $5 super chat. Beyond Good and Evil 2 is still coming, and I think that'll be a good live service game for them in 2026.
No dope.
Yeah, that's it.
All right, cool. Let's get this final one out of here. And this is King's topic. Always giving us that fresh information on the Sony front. So we'll set him up. Shout out to techradar.com. King eloquently found and brought to our chat. PS5 lawsuit claims Sony knowingly hid a major defect in the console. So basically, Sony is facing a class action lawsuit regarding a game crashing PS5 defect. The plaintiff, I won't say the person's name, from Illinois, after discovering the PS5 was prone to shutting down entirely during gameplay. Court documentation states that the defect affects users' abilities to play video games and compromises the primary function and overall usage of the PS5. And then they provided some evidence and then, more about the console shutting off without warning during gameplay. But it says the most damaging accusation made by the plaintiff is that Sony knowingly concealed the issue and decided to sell PS5s regardless. If found guilty, Sony could be made to pay a fine to cover the cost of these defects. So, this is King's topic. The other information is that this is the latest lawsuit against Sony. Is far from the first time a console manufacturer has been taken to court over a defect. Previously, Nintendo has gone to court over the Joy-Con drift. I remember that, which causes Nintendo Switch pack-in controllers to register movement when the analog sticks are not being touched. So, this is King. You wanted to bring this to our attention. What is your feeling on this potential lawsuit?
And I'm glad that they did bring up the Joy-Con drifts, because a lot of dudes tried to dismiss Joy-Con drift, and it was a real thing, and the lawsuit did pay out. Okay, so let's get to this juggling system. I don't think Sony lied. I think, Sony came out and told you when power is needed in one way, that they're going to allocate power to this side for that. And when graphics is needed this way, they're going to allocate it to that side. So I think that he or she was playing a graphically intensive game, and the Xbox didn't know which way to go and just shut off. And it saved them the fire. Maybe it's the VRR back again.
Here we go.
Maybe when you turn VRR on the box, it just puts it in a hyper mode that, it can't keep up, and it only got 5 minutes of energy, and the person went past the 5 minutes. But the class action,
got 5 minutes of energy.
You know how it go when you put
Give
on
you a countdown on the corner of the screen.
You can't put turbo in everything. We saw Knight Rider, and Knight Rider only used turbo when it was absolutely necessary. So you can't go in there turbo in your PlayStation 5s all the time, because they will shut down. Kit shut down every time he used turbo for too long. He had to sit at the side of the road. He had everybody, Michael, I don't think I can do turbo right now. We have to recharge the boost.
I can't recharge the boost. I gotta give it a jump. I think
the PlayStation needs to come with a voice, and it needs to tell you when you turboing too hard on it. So it don't. You're turboing too hard.
I can't with him right
and
now.
it got to shut down. So instead of getting black screen, and it'd be like, don't hit that VRR. You're turboing too hard. It'll just shut down. I think they need to have that inside the box. I think all new PlayStations coming next year with the Silicon will have an automatic shut-off switch, but it will tell you first that you're playing too hard. You're playing too hard, Tommy.
You're playing too hard. This guy here. Oh, my Lord.
You're in beast mode for too long.
I ain't got much to add to this. I did see the article. I did take a look at the lawsuit or whatever. And yeah, I mean, it's gonna be interesting to see if it's a settle. If they could actually prove without a shadow of doubt.
I already tagged myself in it. I already talked to my lawyer.
Oh yeah, you try to get a cut. You try to get a cut.
You're gonna get
hasn't been on since.
Mm-hmm.
So
you're gonna get your $2.50.
Yeah, he willing to participate in the study.
Don't act like you didn't get your check the last time Sony did a payout.
Oh, I got
their check.
I got my free games. I got my puppeteer and something
I
else.
got. What was it when the Linux thing when they removed the Linux from
Linux
PS3?
exposed my box.
Yeah, for PS3. Yeah, you jumping in for your $20, kid?
Yeah, I gotta get my come up.
It's ridiculous. Look, we'll see. The key is they got to prove without a shadow of a doubt that Sony concealed that. Like that's gonna be the thing. If they could prove that.
We knew they concealed it, but I see this is the part where I don't think that is gonna fly there because Mark told you when he came out that it was an unstable box.
You did not say it was unstable.
Well, he did say it's a juggling machine. He did say that it fluctuates. It's a fluctuating box. So we all know it. Listen, everybody know here that we need a current stream when it comes to our electronics. Nobody in this room, none of us 600 people here are ever want a fluctuating current in any of our electronics. Let's don't lie. Like, you don't want your TV, all you TCL holders out there, you do not want a fluctuating current in that television. Nobody here want a light bulb in the background that's supposed to be a steady light strobing. They don't want this. And your PlayStation is strobing right now. So it's an unstable box.
You gotta stop saying that.
Yes.
It's unstable. We've seen that it's irrational and it's unstable. It's been doing things. The VRR put the burn into the TV. Why the PlayStation is up to new shenanigans? Like we're finding out that it don't like the game that you playing. You playing too hard. It's so in VRR, we found out that if you leave it on, it burns your TV. So, and then we found out early on that the PlayStation run a little bit too hot. Like all this stuff is surrounded around this little box, this $500 box. It's very concerning. Starting off, it's burning your television. He's running around too hot. Like nobody would ever stand. You wouldn't stand for no product in your house doing this. Like, if you got a hair dryer.
Oh, so you're fighting the good fight for the people. Okay.
If your hair dryer burn your head, or you gonna keep that hair dryer in the house?
So what are you urging the consumers, the community to do, sir? That's what I want to
Get part of this lawsuit. Get in there. Make sure that your voice is heard. Let them make a stable box. Let them come on. So you try to gather up support to support this lawsuit. Oh, okay, I see what you're doing. This current PlayStation is out of control.
Why
it is doing things
like it's
that
a
is
widespread
harmful
problem?
You know why? Because there's not one electronic in your house that you would tolerate this for. But you would not. It's a gamble every time you turn it on. Why are you playing Russian roulette with your PlayStation 5s? This I don't understand it. And this is at a point right now.
It's at a
very
point.
concerning. Because it seems like a cult. Because nobody sees the red flags. And
nobody's acknowledging this.
Yo, would you get in a car?
So you speaking up for the people. Okay.
This is for the people.
Okay.
Would you get in a car that every week you got to worry about if it's going to catch fire? If you it
is not that serious.
Or if it's going to shut off when you at the light. No, this is a problem. This unstable box need to be controlled. And this is the only way. Finally, somebody stood up and said, you know what?
Person stood up?
I'm not taking this no more.
So you with the plaintiff right here.
That's
this is
right.
It. He's being bold. He's going above and beyond.
Okay. This is it. Because they was playing Ratchet and Clank, and they did the rift apart. They did it, and then the TV shut off, and it was still there, but the machine was hot. This is a problem. This is an absolute problem.
Wow, this is what we doing. Okay, look. King wants everyone to get behind the lawsuit.
It was actually a woman. It was a Christina Trio.
Yes, sorry. Christina Trio, yes. Salute to her.
I support you. I stand with you, Christina. 10 toes down. We out here together.
10 toes down.
Clearly, King wants to get behind this and bring justice.
We gotta stop these rogue PlayStation 5.
I will say this though. I will say this though. Like these sort of these mass sort of lawsuits, they have a way of gaining. Not that they're actually credible, but it is one of those things about like the sort of avalanche effect of this, right? Like all of a sudden you get, and it's like you said, Cog, it's just a matter of them being able to prove beyond the shadow of a doubt that they concealed that. That would be hard to do just because, like, it, from the very beginning, people have had issues with their PlayStations, like any console, whatever. That's all been documented, and according to to sort of like warranty stuff, whatever. If this happens when you're in warranty, and if you bought an extended warranty, they're gonna handle it. And that's it.
This is ridiculous. Yo, you know why I'm laughing? Because that's cap. When it was the red ring of death, the joint was
so this is payback for the red ring of death. So you want to be on the front line with all technical issues.
Now I see the big issue.
I see what this is.
The big picture.
For Sega, for Microsoft, Activision. Now it's for 360. That they have a widespread issue that we gotta let the world know about. King has to let the world know.
No, but nobody told me to wrap my PlayStation up like ET.
No, but they did tell you do not wrap it up like ET, and they told you do not hit that VRR button. They told you stuff to step away. But now it's shutting off. Now it's shutting. This is the problem. It's a barrier of fun. It's a barrier to my fun right now. Why is the PlayStation a barrier to my fun? I thought it was supposed to be a corridor to excitement and new experience. No, this door is locked. Like sometimes when it get too hot, they kick me out and they tell me, "You've been playing too hard. You've been balling too hard." Could you imagine you tearing it up in the rucker and they tell you get out the court? Like, get off the court. Like, wait a second, I'm about to drop 45. You about to do your best spin move on Master Rob?
Limited
like, yo, up out of here. Up out of here.
He is ridiculous. Only King would be able to find these stories.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, shout out to it being an actual credible website, though.
Yeah, actually, this one was credible. I was shocked.
That's right.
I was shocked. It wasn't .com. You know what I'm saying? You know them sites can't get us.
I heard
about .com. I had heard .com.
He said as if .com.
So what I'm saying is .com. That King about PlayStation news.
What happened .com?
Yeah, it's like FloridaMan.com. FloridaMan.com.
What was the other dude, the ex-median dude that used to lie about other stuff? Anyway, shout out to King. He's the man. He's our reporter in the streets.
Brian Williams, who was like, I was under fire.
King really telling us not what we need. He telling us what we need to know.
I'm telling you the stuff that's going on in silence. These dudes are
so you the reporter in the streets,
and I'm giving the bullhorn to the cries.
I respect
y'all
you,
gonna respect this, man. Every week I'm gonna be on your head because every week is something new. Next week, what we gonna find out? What we gonna find out next week? What's DualSense doing this week? Like we're gonna find out that the DualSense is giving people carpal tunnel.
You're a true man of the people, King. Thank you for scouring the internet, letting us know what's really going on. I appreciate you.
People talk about it. Ain't no news out there. It's news, baby.
And on that note, I don't have anything else to add to this.
Let's get these super chats.
Get out of here. Yes, please.
We got DD Lee member for 25 months. This last topic is a nothing burger. Everyone's computer does the same thing. So should we sue PC manufacturers? That's right. Everybody go out there and sue Alienware.
You put your PC together the way you did. You made an unstable box. But if I brought my iBuy Power and it ain't acting right, I'm taking it back. So you can sit there and suffer in silence. This is a something burger till it happens to you.
Then we got Lord Metroid, $2 super chat. The PS5 needs a nitrogen tank inside. It'll fit.
So disrespectful.
Then we got Gamer by Choice, $5 super chat. King, everyone under 40 is going Knight Rider. Kit, what the hell?
What is he talking about here back?
And you know what? Google it.
Then we got Mad Dingo McThickets, $5 super chat. Can someone ask Chris Hart to comment on this? I thought the magical SSD would have prevented the overheating. I thought they believed in generations.
Wow, messy.
Hold on a second. Then we got Matthew Ash, $5 super chat. Gotta send the Lords my cut from the class action lawsuit.
That's what dudes want, that $20. It could be like $10.
You the super chat more.
They don't care. They don't care. They don't care if it bankrupts their company. Get that $20. Then we got Splendiferous, $2 super chat. PS5 is going sentient and becoming Alexa baby daddy. All right, then we got. Hold on a second to make sure.
My man Wilhelm screaming there. Salute. I ain't see you in a minute. Sinister, stop instigating. King speaking truth.
Slow down.
That
When
was
did
it.
you
We're
learn
good.
how to drive?
Remember that? Cybermore. Salute.
We're good.
We good to go? All right, cool.
Yep.
No doubt. Salute everybody in the chat. All that good stuff. Yeah, man. Another one in the books. Hopefully, Addicts and the Windows update and the Ubisoft strike will be over for him. And he'll be back. But Sav, where can the find people find you? What you got going on, sir?
You know,
I got a poll to do.
Yeah, you got a poll to do.
I got
You
a
trying
poll
to get out of
do.
here too quick.
I'm trying to get out too fast. Hold on. Pause. Hold on a second. All right. New ILP poll with the recent controversy regarding The Last of Us 1 remake, leaks, and price point. Which opinion do you align with the most? The choices are A, the market dictates the value of the game. Gamers should be allowed to be excited for a remake/remaster without being chastised. It's their money and their choice. Choice B, game companies should be called out for charging full price on a game remastered multiple times in a short time frame. The changes are not substantial enough to warrant said value. Or C, I don't care, because when it's the game you love, you gonna bend the knee anyway. Shout out to all those who rep the poll. It will be going up on LordsOfGaming.net. Go check that out now. Saw, where can the five people find you? What you got going on, sir?
You know, playing on my platform of choice, the Steam Deck.
Steam Deck on deck. All right.
Steam Deck on deck,
On
maybe.
deck.
Maybe recording a little something.
Oh,
you know,
yeah,
a little
a
something.
little something might be
Little
cooking,
something, little something
yeah.
cooking. You know, and that's it. But that's it. Thank y'all for coming through.
Yo, Flame, stop threatening the poll. Talk about C will win again. Are you implying that you are doctoring the poll, the editor of Lords of Gaming? That's not what you're implying, right? Like Flame, we just want to be clear.
They can't click on the other two options.
Just watching him. I know what he's doing.
Shout out to X Hawk in the chat. He said lawsuits will be coming for that PSVR 2 cross eyes. Imagine.
Yo, that's crazy.
The Cataract Edition.
The Cataract Edition PSVR 2.
No doubt. King, what's going on? Where can the fine people find you?
You can find me at Combat Talk with the King Saturday with Danny Garcia versus Jose Benavidez next Saturday. That's going to be a good fight. Danny is one of my favorite fighters of this generation.
Yeah.
Even though, you know, sometimes he doesn't, you know, win all the times. Like that's his biggest thing. Like he gets to the big dance and he doesn't get a chance to win the big dance, the big names. Like he lost to Shaun Porter, he lost to Keith Thurman, he lost to Errol Spence. And I just think Danny needs to drop his pops and get a real trainer, a real dude in the corner. But that's not going to happen because his pops got him to the space. So it should be a good fight, a very good fight because Jose Benavidez is David Benavidez's brother, and he's a really good dude. So this is a measuring stick for Danny Garcia because Crawford, the last fight that Jose had of a top name was Bud Crawford, and that was a good fight. So we want to see what Danny does with Jose to see if is a measuring stick for him to fight Bud or whatever down the line. Other than that, you can catch me on Twitter. You can catch me on Xbox, King David OTW, and whenever my PlayStation do turn on, and this lawsuit definitely is enacted as Xbox 360 level 01 over there now. It is something concerning because I've been trying to reach their customer service forever. And then they gave me a number to call and they gave me a text line to call. None of that stuff actually does work, to be honest with you. So if anybody that does have the information that can lead me in the proper direction, that I can get this PlayStation turned on so I could partake in the non-fun too.
The non-fun, what?
Yeah, because apparently they ain't having no fun because they're always on Twitter. So hit me up so we can talk.
No doubt. Look, we're going to break protocols off with that super chat.
AKW £5 super chat. Didn't the Returnal dev say that the PlayStation 5 shuts down when you play it, and then Sony bought them?
Yeah, shut them up because your wife can't testify when you can testify on you when y'all married.
Oh,
when
okay.
she's your girlfriend, she can testify, but when y'all married, no. So he
That was
shut
a
up
silence play.
very quick.
Marry for silence.
That's
So,
here's
okay.
the ring. He's like, here's the ring. Shh. And you didn't hear nothing more about that. Again.
Ridiculous.
They said it ain't our game, it's the box, and that's when they got married.
And then Housemark was born.
Yep.
Okay.
That's they was brought out the next day. Shut up. Shut up with all that talking there to those people that don't need to know our business like that. See?
Put a ring on it. Okay.
Put a ring on it.
You already know. Salute everybody in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Forte. Put up customer service numbers. What's going on? Anyway, shout out to
I don't
my
read
man.
the chat. Sorry.
Really
I said DM me.
You ridiculous. Anyway, now, salute everybody, man, that pulled up. A lot of fun. Hit that like, hit the subscribe, all that good stuff. More stuff coming. A couple of guests coming through. Should be fun. We got some really good things cooking. Salute to the As Death Falls devs and stuff like that. They actually showed some support for what we were doing with the coverage and stuff like that. Salute the Attic and all that. But yeah, that's all I got.
I want to get a chance to play that with y'all, Paul.
Yeah, you got to. And the Rocket, you got to get that going on too. But look, that's all all I got. Everybody enjoy their Sunday. We up out of here. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.